You are listening to Yankton High School basketball on KYNT, your home team for Yankton Athletics. Yankton High School basketball is brought to you in part by Hy-Vee, Cop Building Innovations, At the Bar, Midwest Insurance, Dakota Beverage, The Boathouse, Kaiser Heating and Cooling, the South Dakota Office of the Attorney General, Explorers Credit Union, Triple Time Rudy's, the UPS Store, First Dakota National Bank, the Yankton Medical Clinic, FNBO, Wilson Trailer, Vantage Financial, Avera, Farmers Union Insurance, Checkers, JJ Benji's, Edward Jones Financial Advisor Colby Cookta, Mount Marty University, Olson Pest Technicians, SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab, H&H Roofing, Sherco, Rhonda Westland State Farm Insurance, First Chiropractic Centers, Larry's Heating and Cooling, the Friends of John Marquardt, Cockling Distributing, Elwood Family Dental Care, Missouri River Associates, Vision Real Estate, Mayor Signs, Moody Motors, Boston Shoes to Boots, Yankton Thrive, Gary's Towing, Floortech, Parker Hannafin, Core Trust, Glow Aesthetics and Med Spa, Mason Schramm and the Move Group, MT&RC Smith Insurance, and Vision Care Associates. Now we go live to the arena for Yankton High School basketball on KYNT.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live from the Summit Activity Center in Yankton, South Dakota. It's Bucks and Gazelles basketball on the docket this evening as they host the Raiders of Rapid City Stevens. Back-to-back nights, back-to-back days, tonight and then tomorrow morning into the afternoon. Taking on Rapid City Schools. Stevens tonight, Central tomorrow. A couple teams coming across the state from West River to take on the Bucks and Gazelles. Should be a great couple days of basketball here on KYNT and KYNTV for Yankton. We are live from your broadcast booth this evening from the Fairfield Inn and Suites and Holiday Inn Express. Get great rates and flexible reservation changes by calling either Hotel Direct 605-653-2250. I am Brayden Butler in the booth tonight. Thank you for joining me for Yankton Bucks and Gazelles basketball as we're getting ready to take on the Rapid City Stevens Raiders. The second half of the final sub-varsity game just now starting, and 16 minutes of game time. Well, I think that means that we're going to start probably a little past that 6 o'clock tip-off for the Gazelles. So we'll keep an eye on that. They will need 15 minutes to warm up at the conclusion of this game, so most likely, like I said, we're going to be looking at a little after 6 o'clock for your tip-off of the Gazelles game, maybe closer to 6:10, 6:15 at the latest, depending on how this sub-varsity game goes. As it stands, Rapid City Stevens leads Yankton in what I believe is the sophomore matchup for the boys, 40-18. But we'll see what happens in the second half of play. Last time I was here for a doubleheader at the Summit Activity Center was, I believe, 2 weeks ago now against Brandon Valley. Had a little bout with influenza, kept me out of the booth for a little bit there. But 2 weeks ago against Brandon Valley, the final sub-varsity game there went to overtime. So that's the kind of thing that can happen. We'll see if that happens today. This is Yankton Bucks and Gazelles basketball against the Rapid City Stevens Raiders. It's your Hy-Vee pregame show. Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. When we come back, we're going to start breaking down this matchup between Yankton and Rapid City Stevens, starting with the girls matchup as they will take the floor first. We're back in 3 minutes here on KYNT and KYNTV for more from your Hy-Vee pregame show.
Looking for the perfect pair of glasses? At Vision Care Associates, we've got you covered. Step into our showroom and discover our vast selection from timeless classics to the latest trends. With several styles to choose from, you're sure to find the perfect match for your look. Experience personalized service and expert care, whether you need help finding the right frame or adjusting your new glasses for the perfect fit.
Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
Hy-Vee is your Valentine's Day headquarters. You'll find beautiful bouquets starting at just $24.99. The sweetest gifts, like chocolate-covered strawberries. And Hy-Vee makes Valentine's date night easy, with meals you pick up and cook at home starting at just $35. Get everything you need for Valentine's Day all in one place. Order today for pickup or delivery. And make it a happy Valentine's Day with a little help from Hy-Vee. Some restrictions apply.
In the heart of South Dakota, there's a name families trust, John Kopp of Kopp Building Innovations in Utica. Whether you're building your dream home, adding a new shop, or tackling that long overdue remodel, the Kopp crew delivers quality craftsmanship with a local touch. KBI is an authorized WIC builder, a Midwest company that understands your building needs. Built right, built local, built to last. For more information or to get a quote, visit copbuildings.com.
At the Bar is the bar for sports fans. With coverage of NFL, college basketball favorites, Yankton High School action, and NHL hockey too. Open 7 days a week. Bring in your crew, grab a table, and take in all the action surrounded by fans who love the game as much as you do. The energy's better, the company's great, and the beverages are cold, just the way game day should be. You can watch the game anywhere, but real fans gather at the Bar in downtown Yankton.
Midwest Insurance Agency in Yankton is a proud supporter of the Yankton Bucks and Gazelles. Hi, this is Whitney Devine. If you're looking for protection that fits your life, call me or Travis. We make coverage simple. Whether it's your home, car, or farm, we take time to understand your needs and find the right plan at the right price. You'll get personal service, trusted advice, and peace of mind knowing we're right here in Yankton. Call Midwest Insurance Agency in Yankton today to schedule your appointment.
I love 1919 root beer. It's the best over a big scoop of vanilla ice cream. My favorite is just ice cold 1919 poured over crunchy ice. It's so refreshing. It's the creamiest root beer ever.
1919 root beer is the perfect treat. Brewed in small batches with only the finest ingredients. It's the creamiest, full-bodied, alcohol and caffeine-free draft root beer available. It's a taste tradition since, well, 1919.
Welcome back in here on KYNT and KYN TV for Yankton Bucks and Gazelles basketball. Taking on the Rapid City Stevens Raiders tonight in a boys and girls doubleheader. Get things rolling. We'll start your matchup breakdown with the girls matchup. Coming into today's game, the Raiders of Rapid City Stevens, 11-4 overall, 4-2 at home with a 7-2 record on the road. Currently ranked 5th in Class AA is Stevens. As for the Gazelles, they come in 5-8 on the year, 4-3 at home, 1-5 on the road, 13th in Class AA. Yankton fighting out for one of those final spots in the Sodak 16. They've been on a good little run of form as of late. Couple wins. I believe they had back-to-back wins last week, and then in 3 of their last 4 games have been wins for the Gazelles. So they've been very impressive as of late. Last time out for both these teams, Yankton, a 62-41 win over Sioux Falls Roosevelt last Thursday, so over a full week off for the Gazelles. Eden Wolfgram in that one led the way with 16 points, 3 steals. September Rao, 11 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 steals. And Jocelyn Elwood was all over the stat sheet. 8 points, 3 boards, 2 assists, and 3 steals. If you listen to Huddling with the Herd on Saturdays, you'll have heard from head coach Blake Savvy and assistant coach Jill Muth when she's available. Both of them have been very impressed with Jocelyn Elwood's continued improvement throughout the year. A very steady hand. And last week against Roosevelt, one of her best games of the season at 8 points, 3 boards, 2 assists, and 3 steals, and a 21-point victory for the Gazelles. As for the Raiders of Rapid City Stevens, they fell to Brandon Valley. That's the top team in the state right now in Brandon Valley, 66-46. Marley Sayumanu Tafa, 16 points, 6 rebounds, and a steal in that one. Hayden Thornton followed with 14 points, 5 rebounds, 2 blocks, and 1 steal. In recent history, Stevens has the number of the Gazelles. 4-0 since 2022 are the Raiders, including a 68-42 win last year in Rapid City. Before that, a 42-26 win in 2024, a 50-49 close win in 2023, and a 59-27 win in 2022. We'll see what 2026 has in store when these two teams take the floor, scheduled to be 35 minutes from now, probably a little later than that here from the Summit Activity Center, but we'll keep you posted. We're going to go back to break here on KYNT and KYN TV. Before we go, thanks to a couple of our sportscaster partners, including America's Best Realty. If you're ready to stop renting and start owning, whether you're looking to upgrade or buy your first home, America's Best Realty is here to help you unlock the American dream. Call them today at 260-1600. And Rogers Family Pharmacy, a tradition of trust at Rogers Family Pharmacy. They're located at the corner of 4th and Cedar in Yankton, under the big blue sign. When we come back, we'll start talking about boys basketball as the Bucks and the Raiders will do battle tonight as well. That's coming up in 3 minutes here on your Hy-Vee pregame show on KYNT, KYN TV. We're back after this break.
The Boathouse in Yankton is for everyone. Axe throwing, mini bowling, shuffleboard, beanbag, golf, pool, and darts, plus awesome food and drinks with lots of cold craft beers and other beverages. Happy hour all day on Mondays, trivia on Tuesdays, free axe throwing tournaments on Wednesdays, and live music on Fridays. Some say it's the most fun you can have on land. The Boathouse is also your go-to place to watch all sports. Head to the Boathouse, downtown Yankton's fun gathering place for all ages.
Being wiser means being smart with your money, especially when it comes to a big investment like a new heating and cooling system. It means getting a quote, comparing options, and understanding what you're really paying for. At Kaiser Heating and Cooling, we're happy to walk you through the details, equipment, efficiency, and long-term value, so you can see how our pricing compares. No guesswork, just clear information and honest answers. So be the wiser and go with Kaiser. Kaiser Heating and Cooling of Yankton and Mitchell.
Inheritance, romance, and investment scams continue to plague South Dakotans with high dollar amount losses. They prey on vulnerable adults and swindle consumers out of their funds. Scammers befriend the victim, making it difficult for them to see the reality of what's happening. If you have a loved one susceptible to this type of scam, sit down and talk with them about these issues before it happens to them. If you or a loved one have been scammed in this manner, please reach out to the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
Credit union people are my people. Dreaming big, keeping life simple. Saving smart, living free at Explorers Credit Union. You're just like me. We chart new trails, we stand tall. Together we rise, together we call. Credit union people are my people, it's true. And I found my crew at Explorers CU. Federally insured by NCUA. Visit explorerscu.com to join the journey today.
There's a difference when a convenience store is locally owned, and you feel it the moment you stop at Triple Time Rudy's. You'll get great quality fuel to keep you on the move, plus local and regional favorites like Dimmick Cheese and premium meats from the Kaler and Renner Lockers. It's the kind of place that's convenient and connected to your community. Conveniently located at 17th and Broadway, Triple Time Rudy's, fueling your day, fueling your community.
Getting your business noticed starts with the right print. The other day, a customer came into the UPS store Yankton to pick up blueprints we printed for him. While we finished his order, he mentioned needing business cards. At the UPS store, we handle all your printing needs. Stop in and ask about our current print specials. And that customer? We had his new business cards ready the very next business day. Come explore our small business solutions at the UPS store in Yankton.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYN-TV. This is your Hy-Vee pregame show. Hy-Vee, there's a helpful smile in every aisle. We broke down the Gazelles matchup with the Rapid City Stevens Raiders. Now let's switch our attention and talk about the Bucks in our doubleheader this evening. Your matchup breakdown here. We'll start once again with the visiting Rapid City Stevens Raiders. 5-10 overall record for Stevens. 3-4 at home compared to 2-6 on the road. Currently ranked 13th in Class AA for the Raiders. As for the Bucks, they come in 2-11 on the year, 1-7 at home, 1-4 on the road. 17th in Class AA, one spot outside of a SODAC 16 spot. There are 7 games, including tonight, remaining in the season, but those are all going to happen over the next 2 weeks. You got 1 game tonight, 1 game tomorrow, Tuesday and Friday next week, and then 2 more games Friday and Saturday, the 27th and 28th of February. SODAC 16 for the boys is scheduled for March 7th. The girls scheduled for March 6th. As it stands right now, the Gazelles would be going on the road. We'll tell you exactly where when we get into our standings review here later on in the pregame. The Bucks would not have a SODAC 16 matchup as of right now. Looking at recent games for both these teams, we'll start with Yankton. They fell to Roosevelt last Thursday. That's number 2 ranked Sioux Falls Roosevelt, 64-52. The Bucks were in the lead at the half, 29-28. But the Rough Riders were able to pull away in the second half, outscoring Yankton 36-23 down the stretch for the 12-point win. Jackson Kudera led the way with 16 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists. Owen Eidsness, 15 points, 3 rebounds, 2 steals, and a block. And Abel Bryan, who's recently been inserted back into the starting lineup. We'll see if Yankton sticks with that tonight. He had 8 points, 5 rebounds, 2 steals, and an assist all over the stat sheet for the Bucks. As for Rapid City Stevens in their last game, 65-44 loss to Brandon Valley. That was on the 7th of February. Seth Powell 17 points, 3 assists, 3 rebounds, 1 steal for him. Anders Christensen, 12 points, 2 boards, 4 assists, and a block to help lead the Raiders, but ended up being a loss to Brandon Valley. Like I said, that was back on February 7th, so 6 days ago. That would be last Saturday. I believe this is the second straight weekend Stevens has had to come across the state. Pretty sure that was at Brandon Valley. No, that was a home matchup with Brandon Valley last week. The Lynx were the ones who went across the state. So Stevens coming across East River this weekend. They play here tonight. Obviously, Central plays here tomorrow. Recent matchup history between the Bucks and the Raiders. Yankton is 3-1 against Stevens since 2022, and includes a 47-44 win last year, and it was a late bucket, I believe at the buzzer, for Jackson Kudera, if memory serves me correctly. Speaking of shots at the buzzer, a half-court heave put up at the end of the third quarter, no good for Yankton. Rapid City Stevens leads the final sub-varsity matchup here in the main gym, 54-29, heading into the fourth quarter of play here on KYNT and KYN-TV. Of course, after the conclusion of this, 15 minutes, and then tip-off for the girls' game. The Bucks will follow that. But back to recent matchups, 47-44 last year. Yankton won on a late shot from Jackson Kudera. The year before, 2024, it was Rapid City Stevens who would come out with a 1-point victory, 40-39. And then Yankton won in 2023, 51-39, and in 2022, 59-46. We'll see how tonight shakes out for both the Raiders and the Bucks, and what could be an important matchup in the SODAC 6 in the Class AA rankings for boys basketball. Mentioned the top 16 teams get into the SODAC. 13th right now are Stevens. 17th are the Bucks. We're going to go back to break here on KYNT and KYN-TV, but before we go, thanks to some of our sportscaster partners, including the Fox Stop. For all of your daily convenience and fuel needs, make a stop at the Fox Stop. They serve breakfast and lunch daily, including personal-sized Godfather's pizzas. They're at 1316 West 30th Street in Yankton. And Elwood Family Dental Care. They take care of the entire family and are always welcoming new patients. We're coming back in 3 minutes. We're going to take a look at the Class AA standings for girls basketball when we return. Back in 3 minutes here on KYNT, KYN-TV.
Is it the competition that keeps bringing you back? The long-standing rivalries? Or is it seeing friends again and cheering on your favorite team? At First Dakota, we're here for it all. We appreciate the fans, the players, the coaches and officials, the concessions crew. The shared community experience is part of what makes life here great, and we're here for it. See you at the game. First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
Big news for Yankton and the surrounding area. Yankton Medical Clinic is proud to announce the addition of YMC Eye Care Clinic. Dr. Trevor Kindle and Dr. Rockney are now seeing patients for routine eye exams, glasses and contact prescriptions, and emergency eye care for unexpected injuries. As Yankton natives, they're committed to caring for the community they call home. Plus, Dr. Kindle is the area's only local comprehensive ophthalmologist and cataract surgeon. Call 605-655-1830. Third floor of the Pavilion, Yankton Medical Clinic. So much care, so close to home.
FNBO is the great big small bank, and for more than 165 years, we've been with you where you are. A bank that's ready for all your needs, both big and small. Here to help you earn more, save more, so you can do more every step of the way. It's what you can expect from the great big small bank. FNBO, independent and family owned for 6 generations, and ever so focused on you. Stop on by or visit us at fnbo.com, member FDIC.
In Yankton, community means everything, and at Wilson Trailer, it's the heart of what they do. They're more than manufacturers, they're your neighbors. From sponsoring the Bucks and Gazelles to supporting the next generation of farmers and builders, they're proud to give back to the place they call home. For over a century, Wilson Trailer has stood strong, steady, and rooted in community. Because when Yankton thrives, we all move forward. Wilson Trailer in Yankton. Learn more at wilsontrailer.com.
Are you on track to retire? I'm Adam Walter, a certified financial planner with Vantage Financial, born and raised in Yankton, South Dakota. My team and I pride ourselves on building trust through clear, honest advice tailored to your unique goals. From retirement planning to smart tax strategies, we'll create a personalized plan to help you feel confident and secure about your financial future. Visit vfplanning.com or search Adam Walter Vantage Financial to schedule a 15-minute call today.
Vantage Financial Partners is a registered investment advisor. SEC registration does not constitute an endorsement of Vantage by the SEC, nor does it indicate that Vantage has attained a particular level of skill or ability.
From the first wails of surprise, first day of school questions, playground adventures, learning to drive stress, and graduation cheers, they'll always be your little sunshine. At Avera Children's, we get kids, teens, and parents too. We'll step you through first checkups, milestones, sickness, and specialized care when your child needs it. And treat them like our own every step of the way. Learn more at avera.org/children's.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYN-TV. A little late on the gun there. My apologies. Was taking a drink of water. Didn't hear us coming back from break. 61-29 your score in the final sub-varsity game before the Gazelles tip things off. And with that, I think this will be a running clock the remainder of the game. So we might just start on time here from the Summit Activities Center. So might make me eat my words in this one. But it's time for your standings review, courtesy of Rhonda Westland State Farm Insurance. Let Rhonda review your current home, auto, or life insurance to see if she can help you save some money. That's Rhonda Westland State Farm. I said we're going to take a look just at girls basketball before going to the last break, but we're going to take a look at the girls and the boys in the standings here in Class AA. We'll start on the girls' side of things and the media polls. The prep media polls have Brandon Valley receiving all first-place votes this week. They're at number 1, O'Gorman number 2, followed by Sioux Falls, Washington. This Rapid City Stevens squad that we'll see tonight is 4th, with Aberdeen Central rounding out the top 5. Mitchell and Spearfish both receiving votes in the poll. Your standings on seed points. Right now, Brandon Valley, the top team in the state, undefeated at 14-0. O'Gorman, second at 15-1. Sioux Falls, Washington, third, with Aberdeen Central and Rapid City Stevens rounding out the top 5. Sioux Falls Jefferson is 6th, followed by Mitchell in 7th. T-Area in 8th. Those will be the 8 teams hosting a SODAC 16 game if the season ended today. Spearfish 9th, with Harrisburg 10th. Huron 11th. Rapid City Central in 12th, who Yankton will take on tomorrow afternoon, barely in the afternoon. I think that's scheduled for a 12:30 p.m. tip-off. But 13th is Yankton, 14th Sioux Falls Roosevelt, 15th Pierre, and Watertown in 16th. 4 teams on the outside looking in right now for girls basketball are Sturgis Brown in 17th, Douglas 18th, and then Brookings and Sioux Falls Lincoln rounding out the top 20. As it stands today, Yankton would be in the 4-13 matchup, and that would mean another trip to Aberdeen Central for the Yankton Gazelles. They took a trip out there earlier this year. The Golden Eagles were able to defeat the Gazelles in that one. Looking at other teams in the area, if Yankton falls a little bit, that's most likely a trip to Sioux Falls. Brandon Valley 1, O'Gorman 2, Sioux Falls, Washington 3. If they rise the ranks a little bit, Rapid City Stevens would be in the mix again. Also Sioux Falls, Jefferson, and Mitchell, as well as T-Area. So a couple different places that Yankton could go in the SODAC 16. And with 7 games remaining, there's a world Yankton wins out and finishes a couple games above. I think they'd finish 12-8 if they win out. And then you're looking at a team potentially hosting in the SODAC 16. So anything is possible. This is a Gazelles team that has been on a bit of a roll as of late, wins in 3 of their last 4 games. Let's take a look at the boys' side of things in your standings review. We'll start with the prep media polls. Sioux Falls Lincoln, undefeated at 15-0, receives every first-place vote this week. Sioux Falls Roosevelt second, with Harrisburg third. Huron fourth, and T-Area rounding out the top 5 in the prep polls. Watertown, Spearfish, and Brandon Valley all receiving votes this week. In the seed point standings, it is Sioux Falls Lincoln at top of the class right now, 15-0. Sioux Falls Roosevelt second at 14-1, followed by Spearfish, T-Area, and Huron rounding out the top 5. Harrisburg in 6th, with Watertown 7th. O'Gorman rounding out the top 8, who would host a SODAC 16 game. Sioux Falls Jefferson currently 9th, with Brandon Valley 10th. Mitchell 11th. Sioux Falls Washington 12th, with Rapid City Stevens 13th. Sturgis Brown in 14th. Rapid City Central in 15th, with Pierre rounding out the top 16. Just not even half, not even 0.06 seed points ahead of Yankton is Pierre in 16th. That's how close these last couple spots are in the SODAC 16. So Yankton needs a big result tonight. Would love a win. Would love a couple wins against Stevens and Central in the next couple days. Yankton, like I said, is 17th. Brookings 18th, tied with Douglas at 37 seed points. Aberdeen Central rounds out the top 20, 35.375 seed points for them. That's your standings review, courtesy of Rhonda Westland, State Farm Insurance. When we come back, we're going to turn our attention solely to the Yankton Gazelles, talk about their stats, some key players, and keys to victory today for the Yankton Gazelles. As I believe when we come back, should be 15 minutes on the clock, and we will be ready to roll here from the Summit Activity Center. This is your Hy-Vee pregame show. Hy-Vee with his helpful smile in every aisle. We're back in 3 minutes to keep things rolling.
Tip-off is here and the season's heating up. Whether it's your home, farm, or everyday life, Farmers Union Insurance help you defend against the unexpected and score big on protection. Brendan Hansen and Brandon Tykero at Suite 101B, Morgan Square in Yankton help you rebound from surprises, make every play count, and keep your game strong all season long. Don't let life slam dunk you. Stop by today and stay covered with Farmers Union Insurance.
Have a craving for wings or delicious burgers or pivo fries? Come sink your teeth into the mouth-watering burgers and wings at Checkers Sports Bar and Grill in Yankton. With a menu that's flavor frenzy, there's something for every fan. Grab your friends, bring your family, and head down to Checkers. Checkers Sports Bar and Grill is Yankton's favorite spot for food, friends, and sports. Open Tuesday through Sunday. Your game days belong at Checkers.
When is the last time you ordered company clothing for your employees? Are they wearing faded clothing or stuff with old logos? JJ Benji's will make you look good in 2026. Whatever you want, polos, t-shirts, quarter zips, hoodies, embroidered or screen printed. Not sure what to get? JJ Benji's team can help you with some great ideas. Say thank you to your employees and make a great impression on your customers with company clothing from JJ Benji's, 201 Pine Street in Yankton.
I'm Colby Cookta, one of your Yankton Edward Jones financial advisors. We're all about financial investments, but we also value the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why I'm a proud sponsor of the Yankton Bucks and Gazelles on KYNT.
Call 605-653-4860 or visit edwardjones.com for all your investment needs.
I'm Colby Cookta, financial advisor Edward Jones Yankton, member SIPC.
At Mount Marty University, students get real support and real opportunities.
Hi, I'm Maya, and I'm a business major at Mount Marty University. The professors here at Mount Marty are just amazing. They're very good about supporting me through future internships and jobs that they try and line me up with, and they also provide real life experiences in the classroom through projects and speakers and things like that.
Start your journey online at mountmarty.edu.
Rodents want to make your home their home. Pesky invaders go in search of warm housing and food for the winter. An invasion of rodents can be costly and can contribute to disease and contamination of products. So trust the experts to keep them out. Olson Pest Technicians is family owned with over 80 years of experience. Even the toughest infestations don't stand a chance. Olson Pest Technicians, putting pests to rest since 1966. Call 800-KIL-BUGS.
Welcome back in here on KYNT and KYN-TV. It's your Hy-Vee pregame show. Hy-Vee with a helpful smile in every aisle. We're going to start breaking down the Yankton Gazelles matchup more in depth here. Focus all on the Gazelles as they have put, well, right now it says 8 minutes. They put 15 minutes on the clock, giving both teams some time to warm up. At the end of this 15 minutes, we'll have your national anthem and your starting lineups here on KYNT and KYN-TV. Looking at the Gazelles, let's get to your stats in focus now, courtesy of Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first. We'll start with team stats for Yankton. Excuse me there, still getting over my illness a little bit. Last thing to knock is this cough, and it's just refusing to go away, but I do apologize there. But your stats in focus, once again, courtesy of Vision Care Associates, with the health of your eyes comes first. 45.4 points per game for the Yankton Gazelles on the season. They're allowing 52.9 points per game to their opponents as a minus 7.2 scoring differential. Some stat leaders for the Gazelles on the season. Eden Wolfgram has been a star all year long. 14.5 points, 3.6 rebounds, 1.7 assists, and 2.5 steals per game for her. Jordan Kudera has been surprised might not be the exact word. People knew she had a lot of potential out on the floor, but might have taken over a little earlier than some expected as a freshman. 8.9 points per game, 3.7 rebounds, 1.5 assists per night. September Rao also up there, just under 6 points per game, 3.9 rebounds, about just over a steal, and almost 2 assists per game for her. Your stats in focus courtesy of Vision Care Associates. Looking at Rapid City Stevens on the year, they average 55.3 points per game while allowing a 38.5 points to their opponents as a plus 16.9 scoring differential. Very impressive for the Rapid City Stevens Raiders so far this year. There's a reason they are 4th in the media polls and 5th right now in the seed point standings. We're going to go back to break here on KYNT and KYN-TV. When we return, it'll be Keys to the Game here on your Hy-Vee pregame show. We're back in 3 minutes as we're counting down the minutes to Yankton Gazelles basketball against Rapid City Stevens. Back after this break.
If you've been suffering from chronic pain or a recent injury,
check us out, Lane, Reed, and Cole Sawatsky at SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab.
We offer a wide variety of treatments and techniques, including dry needling, cupping, chiropractic adjustments, and sports rehabilitation.
Our mission is to ensure an individualized and efficient treatment plan to get you back on your feet.
From ankle sprains and sports injuries to neck pain and headaches, we've got your back.
Give us a call or book an appointment on our website. SWAT Chiropractic, specialized wellness and therapy.
Located on Summit Street across from the high school.
Do you struggle with dry contacts? At Vision Care Associates, we have a great option. Infused contact lenses by Bosch & Lomb. Infused lenses are designed to ensure that your eyes stay hydrated and irritation-free, even after a full day of wear. Our doctors specialize in fitting these lenses for maximum comfort and optimal vision. Schedule your consultation and experience the all-day comfort and crisp, clear vision you deserve.
Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
At H&H Roofing, we don't just fix roofs, we protect families. We're family-owned, locally operated, and dedicated to keeping our community safe and dry. Every nail, every shingle, every handshake, it all matters to us. From repairs to full roof replacements, we treat every home like it's our own. Because when your home is secure, we feel secure. For honest work and dependable results, trust the local team that cares. Call H&H Roofing in Yankton today. We've got you covered.
The SureCo exclusive SureLink wireless remote system features the most advanced industrial Bluetooth technology and best-in-class express operation. Operate any SureCo electric product with the SureLink Pro and EZR remotes or with your smartphone using the SureLink app. To learn more, contact your authorized SureCo distributor or find us at sureco.com. Demand the best. Demand SureCo.
Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first. We offer expertise and experience, where your long-term eye care is our concern. State-of-the-art technology, where we never lose sight of quality. Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
When you make the right decision, it feels good. Like picking the perfect accent rug or choosing a good night's sleep over an all-night crime show binge. It feels really good to make the right insurance decision too. That's why State Farm agent Rhonda Westland is right here in Yankton to help you select the right protection at the right price. Rhonda will make sure you understand your State Farm coverages so you'll know what to expect if the unexpected happens. With State Farm agent Rhonda Westland, it's easy to make the right choice. Just call her. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYN-TV at your Hy-Vee pregame show. Hy-Vee with a helpful smile in every aisle. Looks like it's jersey night tonight for the Yankton student body. And I bring that up because I'm a jersey fan. People at work will know I wear jerseys to work quite often. I'm a fan of the Cowboys, but I'll wear any jersey that I feel, players I like. Got Tracy McGrady jersey, Randy Johnson jersey. I know neither of those are football teams, but I digress. But that's all to set up the fact that I see a lot of jerseys out there that I might have to find a way to grab myself. I see a Cooper Flagg jersey down there for the Mavericks. He's been killing it. I see an old school Warriors. It's old school. It's like 2010 Warriors Steph Curry jersey. 2010 isn't old school. I promise. A couple Justin Jefferson throwback style jerseys, a Nikola Jokic jersey, Anthony Edwards jersey down there. See a Pat Surtain jersey down there, which will make our scoreboard operator tonight, Tell Tanner, happy as a Broncos fan. One thing that does not make me happy is seeing a Jalen Hurts jersey. I am sad that there are Eagles fans in the area. My apologies to the young man down there in a Jalen Hurts jersey for being an Eagles fan. Congrats on your Super Bowl last year, I guess, still. But, you know, all my teams peaked in the 90s. I'm a Huskers and Cowboys fan. Can't exactly, you know, talk too much nonsense. But I digress. Anyway, back to the topic at hand, which is Yankton High School basketball. The Gazelles taking on the Rapid City Stevens Raiders this evening. Let's take a look at your keys to the game now for the Gazelles. They're brought to you by Vision Real Estate. Visit igotvision.com. First and foremost, Yankton's got to attack the basket well tonight. They're at their best, it feels like, when they're able to get to the rim, draw fouls, get other teams, just be in that foul trouble, making them think on these drives, making them be worried about being too physical on the defense. And it really opens up those lanes to drive. Attacking the basket is going to be crucial for Yankton. On that same coin, that all affects you as well. You have to avoid foul trouble on the other end of things for the Gazelles. We've seen a couple times this year key players get into some foul trouble. I know a couple weeks ago, it was a game here at the Summit Activity Center. September Rao got in a little bit of foul trouble. I know at Sioux Falls Jefferson, Eden Wolfgram was in a bit of foul trouble. They had to sit her in the second half, and that allowed Jefferson to pull away there in that matchup with the Cavaliers. So something to keep an eye on tonight is making sure you stay out of foul trouble. And third on your keys today is 94 feet. You got to pick up full court, basically. I know Yankton, they like to switch on, switch off sometimes in the full court press, depending on the matchup. Head coach Blake Savvy has mentioned that a couple times. But you have to play a full 94-foot game of basketball tonight to take down a team that is one of the top teams in the state right now. 4th in the media polls, 5th in the seed point standings in the Rapid City Stevens Raiders. Another thing to mention tonight is it is a senior night for the Yankton Gazelles and the Yankton Bucks. But talk about the Gazelles first. Their seniors, Kelson Wells, Addie Muth, Nora Kraske, and Sabrina Kraske, the 4 seniors for this Yankton Gazelles squad here tonight. We'll see, most likely see them honored before the game here this evening. But those keys to the game, once again, brought to you by Vision Real Estate, where their focus is always on you. We're going to take a break, come back in 3 minutes, talk about your key player here on KYNT and KYN-TV. Back in 3 minutes from the Summit Activity Center.
Have aches and pains taken you out of your game? Then give First Chiropractic Centers a call. We've been helping people get back into their game for over 40 years. Whether your game is sports related, like ice skating, snowmobiling, or simply shoveling snow, household chores, exercising, or daily activities, if your pain is preventing you from enjoying or participating in your chosen activity, we can help. Call First Chiropractic Centers today or visit us at firstchiropracticcenter.com. First Chiropractic Centers, making life better, one adjustment at a time.
The sky is falling, the sky is falling. Hi, this is Larry from Larry's Heating and Cooling. No, the sky isn't falling, but the price of central air conditioners are. Get a new 2-ton Lennox or Carrier Central Air with a new thermostat for only $39.90, or a Lennox gas furnace for as little as $29.95. Or if you want to get both, we'll do the insane and take another $500 off. Installed Lennox or Carrier system for as little as $64.85. Financing available? Call us for a free estimate.
I am John Marquardt, and I'm running for District 18 State Representative. I'm currently chair of the Yankton County Commission. I was born and raised in rural South Dakota and have an ag business background. I am a conservative that fights to keep taxes low, supports law enforcement, and I'll look out for the best interests of District 18.
Vote for John Marquardt for District 18 State Representative in the Republican primary, paid for by friends of John Marquardt.
Yankton fans, every drive, every rebound, and every fast break lights up the gym, and Sparkling Ice is here to keep that game day spirit buzzing. With bold fruit flavors, zero sugar, and a cool burst of refreshment, it's the perfect companion whether you're in the stands or celebrating a big win on the way home. Fuel the roar of the crowd and the rhythm of the court with Sparkling Ice. Grab yours today and cheer on the Bucks and Gazelles all season long. Sparkling Ice, flavor that plays hard.
At Elwood Family Dental Care, they believe patients should understand their treatment, not just receive it. That's why they show you x-rays and photos, explain the why, and keep you informed every step of the way. They treat patients of all ages and especially love caring for kids. Most pediatric treatments are done right in the office. trying to limit trips out of town. So come see Elwood Family Dental Care today, located at 19th and Broadway, where they take care of the entire family.
Ever have one of those days? Your car breaks down, your dog decides your couch is a chew toy, and oh yeah, a tree falls on your roof. Don't worry, Missouri River Associates has you covered. Auto, home, pet mishaps, we're here for all of life's little oops moments. Call 665-6885 for your free quote, because life happens and we're ready for it.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYN-TV for your Hy-Vee pregame show. Hy-Vee with a helpful smile in every aisle. Let's take a look at your key player of the game, courtesy of Missouri River Associates. And today that's going to be Jocelyn Elwood. The junior guard wears the number 5. Look at the season averages 2.5 points, 1.5 rebounds, 1.2 assists per game for her. But last time out against Sioux Falls Roosevelt, she was a key contributor. And we've heard a lot from head coach Blake Savvy, especially Saturday mornings on Huddling with the Herd, about how her improvement throughout the year, how steady she is, and just calm and poised she is as a guard on this team. I know a lot of the praise will maybe go to leading scorer Eden Wolfgram. Jordan Cooter, who's having a really good year. September Rao at times as well, has been a team leader, whether it's scoring, rebounding, what have you. But Jocelyn Elwood is another key player for this team, and she's someone I'm going to keep an eye on tonight in this matchup with the Raiders of Rapid City Stevens. Like I said last time out, 8 points, 3 rebounds, 3 steals, 2 assists. She was all over the stat sheet. It ended up being a 21-point win over Sioux Falls Roosevelt. She'll be key tonight. The Gazelles will be a little shorthanded tonight. Usually one of their first players off the bench, a key role player in Berkeley Olson. I don't see her down there right now, and that's because the Gazelles gymnastics team qualified for the team state tournament. That is taking place today. I don't have any results from anything going on there, but good luck to the Gazelles, and congrats on them with qualifying for the team tournament, the individual competition, I believe, tomorrow for them. So good luck for the next 2 days for the Yankton Gazelles. Now, it's funny, I was talking about jerseys earlier on because it's jersey night, it seems, for the Yankton student section. Tell Tanner and I were talking about Dwayne Wade a little bit, and I immediately see a Dwayne Wade jersey. We'll call that serendipity here on the broadcast. But we are just around a minute away from the national anthem and the announcement of your starting lineups. I have some projected starters. This is not the official starting lineups yet, but who we might see tonight for the Gazelles: Jocelyn Elwood, Eden Wolfgram, Nora Kraske, Jordan Kudera, and September Rao has been the starting 5 as of late. Don't know if that changes at all tonight. For Rapid City Stevens, Mackenzie Schreiber, Finley Love, Jessa Griswold, Haley Peterson, and Marley Sayumanu Tafa are the projected starters there. We'll see who does get the start tonight for the Raiders and the Gazelles when we come back here on KYNT and KYN TV. We're back in a couple minutes for your tip-off here from the Summit Activity Center.
Are you looking to buy or sell a home but not sure where to start? I'm Deb Speck with Vision Real Estate, and I'm here to guide you every step of the way. With 20 years of experience and a passion for finding the perfect match, I'll work hard for you, answer all your questions along the way, and make it stress-free. Call me at 605-664-5555, and let's get moving.
If it's time to review the look of the signage of your business, let Mayor Signs help. They offer all types of signs, including exterior and interior signage, fleet wraps, digital signs, and much more. They also do logo creation and vehicle wraps. Their technicians arrive on site fully equipped to get the installation done with quality workmanship. With the latest tools and technology, Mayor Signs provides high-quality installation service for any sign. Contact Mayor Signs today on 4th and Broadway in Yankton.
KYNT, Yankton, FM 1021 and AM 1450, Yankton's home team.
Moody Motors in Niobrara had a lot of fresh new trades come in. We have a great selection of used trucks and SUVs, like this beautiful 2024 F-150 Lariat, dark blue with gray leather interior, and it's thousands less than new. Or this 24 F-150 Crew Cab XLT package, priced at only $38,900. A couple of my favorites, a 2020 Lincoln Nautilus all-wheel drive, priced at only $22,900, and a 22 Ford Expedition with only 38,000 miles for just $49,900. Get your best deal right here at Moody Motors in Niobrara.
At Boston Shoes to Boots, we know the importance of good shoes to keep you performing at your best. Whether you're an athlete, a busy parent running to and from your kids' sports practices, or an exercise or comfort enthusiast, come get fitted in the perfect pair of athletic shoes from Brooks, Hoka, or New Balance. Exceptional quality and technology, the right shoe depends on you. So stop in and see us at Boston Shoes to Boots, located in downtown Yankton on Cedar Street.
Hey, high school seniors, how would you like a full ride scholarship to one of the 4 technical schools in South Dakota? With Yankton Thrive's Build Your Career program, we partner high school seniors with local companies. Seniors choose a school and the course of study that matches your company. The partner company pays half a scholarship, and the other half is paid by the Build Dakota Scholarship Program. This program is open to seniors in South Dakota, Nebraska, Iowa, and Minnesota. For more on Yankton Thrive's Build Your Career, go to yanktonsd.com.
Car troubles never happen at a convenient time. Whether you find yourself with a flat tire, dead battery, breakdown, or in an accident, call Gary's Towing. They've been helping drivers in the Yankton area for over 50 years with light, medium, and heavy towing. Family owned and operated Gary's Towing is the name you can count on, day or night. Call Gary, Mike, or Mason at 605-665-4351. Gary's Towing, where experience means reliability.
When disaster strikes, whether it's water damage, mold growth, or fire cleanup, call the team you can trust, Floor Tech Cleaning and Restoration. With 24/7 emergency service, they respond fast to protect your home or business and then restore it the right way with honesty, integrity, and top-notch service. Their crews proudly serve southeast South Dakota and northeast Nebraska, including Yankton, Mitchell, Norfolk, and Sioux Falls, with disaster cleanup or carpet and duct cleaning too. If your home or floor is wet, call Floor Tech. Visit floortechrestoration.com.
Imagine paid vacation, sick leave, holidays, and full medical coverage the moment you start a new job. Plus quarterly profit sharing, 5% 401k match, and a company-paid retirement plan. Your first day on the job. With Parker of Yankton, you don't have to imagine, because all these benefits begin day one. We are hiring assemblers, material handlers, and line operation techs for both shifts. Don't mind working nights? Enjoy a pay differential of $235. If you're looking to upgrade your career and have day one benefits, apply today at parker.com.
Parker, engineering your success.
Small businesses are the backbone of our community. CoreTrust helps your business thrive with checking, online bill pay, small business loans, credit card processing, local approval and support for government grants and loans, investments to grow your hard-earned assets, and insurance to protect them. All from CoreTrust, the community bank that's right down the street and everywhere you want us to be. Visit CoreTrustBank.com today.
Member FDIC.
Feeling like your energy's taken a time out? Do you suffer from poor sleep, joint pain, irritability, hot flashes, or brain fog? It's time for your comeback. At Glow Aesthetics Med Spa, our Bio-T hormone replacement therapy can help restore energy, balance, and vitality, so you can feel your best anywhere life takes you. It starts with a simple consultation and lab work. Then we customize your treatment to fit you. Don't sit on the sideline of life. Feel your best. Book your consultation today at theglowsd.com. That's theglowsd.com.
Buying a home isn't just about real estate. It's about investing in yourself. At the Move Group, we believe the best time to buy is when it makes sense for you. Our expert agents put people before transactions, meaning we listen first, provide honest guidance, and help you make a confident decision. No pressure, no gimmicks. Markets change, but the right home is about more than just numbers. It's about finding the right fit for your life and your future. When you're ready, we're here to help. Contact the Move Group today.
Welcome back in here on KYNT and KYN-TV. They're announcing the future Gazelles right now. And we'll get the starting lineups for both these squads But before we get to those starting lineups, actually, big thank you to our officials of the game, brought to you by the South Dakota Office of the Attorney General. They are the law on the court. Your officials tonight for the girls' game will be Mike Pooley, David Brown, and Max Morris. They did honor the seniors for the Gazelles as well. We'll talk about those after the starting lineups. These starting lineups courtesy of First Chiropractic Centers. Making life better one adjustment at a time. Starting five officially for the Stevens Raiders. I was making sure I had it right. It is the projected starting five. We'll go over those five now. At a guard, the 5'7" senior, number 5, Mackenzie Schreiber gets the start. At a guard, the 5'5" senior, number 11, Finley Love. At a guard, the 5'8" senior, number 22, Jess Griswold. At a forward, a 5'9" senior, number 23, Hallie Peterson. And out of forward, a 6-foot-tall 8th grader, number 34, Marley Seumanutafa. The starting lineups for the Yankton Gazelles. At a guard, the 5'6" junior, number 5, Jocelyn Elwood. At a guard, the 5'5" junior, number 10, Eden Wolfgram. At a guard, the 5'6" senior, number 11, Nora Kraske. At a guard, the 5'7" freshman, number 13, Jordan Kudera. And at a guard, a 5'7" sophomore, number 21, September Rao. It is senior night for the Gazelles. They honored those seniors. Those seniors are Kelson Wells, Addie Muth, Nora Kraske, and Sabrina Kraske for the Yankton Gazelles. We are ready to go. Both these teams, Yankton, coached by Blake Savvy, assisted by Kelly Hyder, Jill Muth, and Lauren Fieser. The Stevens Raiders, head coach Adam Dannenbring, assisted by Tanner Wagey, Quintrell Porter, Seth Keene, and Travis Swartz. The Gazelles will go left to right as you see it and hear it here on KYNT and KYN TV. White jerseys, red numbers and letters with red trim for Yankton. Blue jerseys, white numbers and letters, white trim for the Stevens Raiders. Seumanutafa gets it for the Raiders, and Stevens will have the ball going right to left here at the Summit Activity Center. Dribbling out of the top of the key is Finley Love. Kicks it right corner. Now working it back to the top of the key. It's Love with it again. Driving inside. Right hand push shot. No good. Almost got her own rebound, but it's Yankton ball. Last touch by Love for the Raiders. His first quarter of action courtesy of the UPS Store and First Dakota National Bank. Yankton under some pressure off the inbound. Kudera trying to beat the press, almost taken away by Griswold. It does get to the hands of Nora Kraske to start the offense. Ball gets swung left wing. Rouse shot up, no good off the window. Seumanutafa gets the rebound. Here in the right corner for the Stevens Raiders. Now top of the key. Love gets it to Seumanutafa. Seumanutafa spinning into the lane, puts up the right-handed shot. The 8th grader showing the strength. 2-0 your score. Seumanutafa with the first bucket of the night. No good at the other end for Yankton. It's Rapid City Stevens back on the ball. The Raiders have Griswold with it. Check that. That was Hallie Peterson with it. Shot up and good for Rapid City Stevens. Mackenzie Schreiber on the bucket. Couple back-to-back buckets for Stevens. Makes it 4-0 Rapid City Stevens. Mid-range 2 at the other end. Nora Kraske can't get the shot to fall. Rebound almost got by September Rao. Seumanutafa secures it for Stevens. She outlets to Jess Griswold. Griswold, underhand pass, goes to Peterson. Now into the right corner. 3-ball is up, and Schreiber bangs it home. Mackenzie Schreiber puts the Raiders up 7-0 here. Yankton finding themselves in an early hole. Kudera works into the front court, but she's double teamed, loses the ball. Schreiber gets it for Yankton, or for Rapid City Stevens. Shot up, no good, but a whistle's gonna blow. A foul called. Jocelyn Elwood gets called with the foul. It is a shooting foul, her first, team first of the first quarter. That puts Finley Love at the line. Senior listed as a captain on the roster as well. First shot up and good for Love. Make it 8-0. Rapid City Stevens here over Yankton. Still early on, just the first quarter of play, right around the 6-minute mark. Second shot up for Love, just as good as the first. 2 for 2 at the line there for Finley Love. 9-0 Stevens leads. Eden Wolfgram Finds September Rao, crossing the timing line. Pass left wing, Jocelyn Elwood gives it back up to Kudera. Now Elwood will drive baseline, kicks it out right wing. September Rao will launch a three. Back iron, no good. Rebound by Peterson for Rapid City Stevens. The Raiders in transition, right to left. Kick to the right corner, pass to a cutting Raider, up and in. That's Jess Griswold. 4 of the 5 starters for Stevens are on the scoreboard, and the Raiders out to an 11-0 lead. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. Wolfgraham's going to get fouled along the sideline. They're going to get that one on Jess Griswold, her first, team first of the first quarter. Substitutions for both teams. Hayden Thornton and Haley Falcon are both checking in for Stevens. They trade places with Marley Seumanu Tafa and Jess Griswold. Substitution for the Gazelles as well, as Kelson Wells checks in for September Rao. She'll inbound to Eden Wolfgram at the top of the key. Works off a bit of a screen from Jocelyn Elwood. Playing back near the center circle right now is Wolfgram, picked up by Finley Love. Wolfgram trying to drive inside, goes down to a knee, loses her dribble, and loses the ball. It is a travel called against Yankton. A little over 5 to play here in the first quarter. Yankton trails 11-0. It's been all Raiders out of the gate. Pass goes into the right wing. Stevens launches a three, nothing but net on that one. That's the second three-pointer of the game for Mackenzie Schreiber. She's up to 8 points. And a whistle's gonna blow, a foul called. I think they get the Raiders, looks like number 5, that's Schreiber. From the penthouse to the doghouse a little bit there for Schreiber, but nailed that three from the corner, but then gets called with a foul there. Second team foul the first quarter as the Raiders lead 14-0 over the Gazelles. Full court pressure being put on again by Rapid City Stevens. Kudera breaks the press, goes to Wells. Wells puts up the left-hand shot. That breaks the seal for Yankton. Kelson Wells with the first points of the night for the Gazelles make it 14-2. Yankton trails Rapid City Stevens. Outlet there, goes to Thornton. Kick down low, now back out to the left wing. Peterson into the corner. Schreiber thought about the three, drives inside, puts up the runner, gets it to fall. Mackenzie Schreiber already up to 10 points. First player in this one into double figures. 16-2 your score. Stevens leads Yankton. Wolfgram almost loses the ball. She's fouled. I think they're going to get Finley Love on this one. Schreiber was there as well, and you don't want to see Schreiber in foul trouble if you're Rapid City Stevens. Actually, they're going to get number 4, Haley Falcon, her first, team third. Timeout taken by Yankton is brought to you by Kaiser Heating and Cooling. Be wiser, go with Kaiser. That's Kaiser Heating and Cooling of Yankton. 16-2 your score. Yankton trails Rapid City Stevens. We're back in 30 seconds here on KYNT and KYN TV.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Don't gamble. Insure with MT and RC Smith Insurance in Yankton, your independent agent for home, business, auto, life, and bonds. Visit mtrcsmithinsurance.com.
Welcome back out of that timeout, courtesy of Kaiser Heating and Cooling. Yankton trails Rapid City Stevens 16-2. Here on KYNT and KYN TV, Jordan Kudera beating the press in a hurry. Gets it to Nora Kraske, now to Eden Wolfgram. It's the same 5 on the floor for the Gazelles as before the timeout. As Nora Kraske is stolen away by Hallie Peterson. She's in transition with the left hand, up off the glass, gets it to fall. Stevens increases their lead to 16. It's 18-2. And with Hallie Peterson's bucket, every starter has scored for Rapid City Stevens. Jocelyn Elwood with the ball near her own baseline, trying to find some options. Gets it to Eden Wolfgram. She'll cross the timing line into the front court. Works from the right wing. Dribbling with the left hand, now goes back to the top of the key. She's back to the center circle almost. Waiting to start the offense. She'll go to Elwood. Give and go right back to Wolfgram. Drives baseline shot up, no good, but she's fouled. That's what I was talking about in the pregame. Yankton needing to attack the basket, be aggressive. They get Finley Love on the foul call there. Her first, 4th team foul on the Raiders. So with right around 3.5 to play here in the first quarter, Yankton will be shooting free throws for the remainder of this first quarter. Griswold and Sayumanu Tafa both checking back in. Schreiber and Peterson checking out for the Raiders. Into the game for the first time is Brenna Elwood. She replaces Jordan Kudera. It looks like September Rao to check in as well. She's coming in for Nora Kraske. The three remaining on the floor for the Gazelles: Jocelyn Elwood, Kelson Wells, and Eden Wolfgram. 18-3 your score. Wolfgram's first free throw was up and good. She makes it 2 for 2 at the line there. 18-4 your score here inside the Summit Activity Center. A 14-point lead for the Stevens Raiders. Ball gets kicked to the top of the key. Now into the right wing. Stevens passing the ball well. It's back to Griswold. She just checked back in the game. Bounce pass down low. Sayumanu Tafa muscles through the defense but can't get the shot to fall. Offensive rebound though for the Raiders. Sayumanu Tafa out left wing. Love for three. No good. Rebound. Elwood and Rao with a miscommunication. It's Stevens that gets it. Bounce pass to Finley Love in the paint. Loose ball. Scramble for it. Griswold got it. And they get it out to Sayumanu Tafa. Now left wing three for Rapid City Stevens. After a lot of different players touch the ball, it's Haley Falcon who puts it away with the three from the wing. 21-4. Rapid City Stevens leads in the first quarter, just under 3 to play. Here's Rao with it, dribbling inside with the left hand. Goes for a scoop layup through traffic. Can't get it to fall. Sayumanu Tafa gets the rebound. She outlets to Falcon, who spins into the lane, kicks it out right corner. Thought about the three, but dribbles to the right wing instead. Now launching the three for Rapid City Stevens, and getting it to fall is Hayden Thornton. And with that, every Raider who's taken the floor tonight has scored at least once. And we still haven't even hit the 2-minute mark in the first quarter. 24-4. A big lead out of the gate for Rapid City Stevens. Eden Wolfgram working from the top of the key. Gets a screen from Kelson Wells. She's stood up by Sayumanu Tafa. Dribble handoff on the wing. Goes to Elwood. Elwood picks up her dribble, spins back into the corner, goes to Wolfgram. Jab step by Wolfgram. Starts to drive baseline. She stood up, spins away from it, goes back down the three-point line. Under 5 on the shot clock. Wells puts it up at the buzzer for the shot clock. No good. Should say she made the shot, but it was after the buzzer. So a turnover on the Gazelles. 24-4. Stevens leads here in the first quarter. Now under 2 to play, nearing the 90-second mark. Here's Finley Love with it for Rapid City Stevens. Bounce pass. Sayumanu Tafa, power dribble. Now puts up the runner. Back iron, no good. Rebound by Jocelyn Elwood. Eden Wolfgram brings it into the front court for Yankton. Nearing a minute to play in the first quarter. Brenna Elwood down low. Kelson Wells. Bounce pass out to the left corner. Elwood fakes it. Drives baseline. Kicks it up to Brenna Elwood on the right wing. She'll drive inside. She's fouled. Blocking foul called on Rapid City Stevens. That'll put Elwood at the line, and I believe that's the second on Jess Griswold. Yep, they're going to get number 22. 5th team foul. Second personal foul on Griswold. Schreiber and Peterson both looking to check back in for the Raiders. And Kudera waiting to check in for the Gazelles. Looking at who's stepping near the sideline for Stevens. Looks like Finley Love and Jess Griswold will be the two to come out. Brenna Elwood at the free throw line. 24-4 the score. And it will remain that way. Elwood hits side iron, no good. Jocelyn Elwood checks out. Jordan Kudera checks in for the Gazelles. Mentioned Schreiber and Peterson coming in for Love and Griswold for Rapid City Stevens. Elwood trying to go 1 for 2 at the line. Will not. Rebound. Battled for. Elwood gets her own rebound, so able to save the possession for Yankton. Rao lost the ball for a moment, but it got back to Eden Wolfgram. Around a minute left here in the first quarter. Wolfgram dribbling to the top of the key. Kicks it to the right wing. Here's September Rao driving inside. Put up the shot. She was fouled on her drive. They're going to get Marley Sayumanu Tafa on the foul call. Her first, but whether it was in the act of shooting or not, it doesn't matter. Yankton's in the bonus. 24-4 your score. Stevens has taken a 20-point lead, quick, fast, and in a hurry. Rao gets one back there on the free throw. Mackenzie Schreiber, the leader right now. 10 points for her in this first quarter. Second shot up, second shot just as good for September Rao. 4 for 6 from the free throw line for Yankton. The one field goal so far belongs to Kelson Wells. Left wing three. Rapid City Stevens can't get the long range shot to fall. September Rao gets the rebound. That was Haley Falcon on the shot. Outlet to Kelson Wells. She kicks it out left wing. Wolfgram for three. No good. Rebound by Falcon. She outlets to Schreiber in transition. Already a game-high 10, can't get 12. Rebound for Eden Wolfgram. Wolfgram outlets to Kudera on the right wing. Stops her momentum, now surveys the scene. Goes to September Rao instead. Rao drives inside with the left hand, out to the left wing. Wells back basically to the center circle. At the logo is Eden Wolfgram calling a play. She goes to September Rao on the right wing. 16 on the shot clock. There is still 20 seconds remaining in this one. The clock on KYN-TV a little ahead, so I'll count those down for you. 15 now on the game clock as September Rao nails a right wing three. Rao up to 5 points in this one. Under 10 seconds to play in the first quarter. Now 7, make it 6. Left wing 3. Stevens trying to answer, can't answer. Offensive board, Seyu Manutafa goes up, can't get the shot to fall, but she is fouled. And with 1 second now on the game clock in the first quarter, Seyu Manutafa will go to the line to shoot 2. Marley Seyu Manutafa is an 8th grader, stands 6 foot tall for the Rapid City Stevens Raiders. 24-9 your score. This was 24-4 just a few moments ago, but back-to-back, a couple free throws and then a bucket from September Rao. Dug into that lead a little bit, but still a 15-point deficit. First shot up and no good for Seyu Manutafa. Second shot up. Second shot is good, so 1 for 2 at the line there for Seyu Manutafa. She's got 3 in the first quarter. She checks out. Checking in her place for Rapid City Stevens is number 21, Erica Clough. Inbound and nothing from it. That's going to do it for the first quarter of play here on KYNT and KYN-TV. The Raiders lead 25-9 over the Yankton Gazelles after the first 8 minutes. That first quarter of play, courtesy of the UPS Store and First Dakota National Bank. We're back in 1 minute with your second quarter here on KYNT, KYN-TV. 25-9, Stevens leads Yankton.
At Vision Care Associates, we're always improving our technology for the health of your eyes. With Optimap dilation-free exams, you get a comprehensive view of your retina without the need for dilation eye drops. It's quick, easy, and best of all, it keeps your day interruption-free. Optimap captures a detailed image of your eye, helping to detect any problems. No blurriness, no discomfort, just clear, precise results. Book your Optimap exam now.
Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
Hy-Vee is your Valentine's Day headquarters. You'll find beautiful bouquets starting at just $24.99. The sweetest gifts, like chocolate-covered strawberries. And Hy-Vee makes Valentine's date night easy, with meals you pick up and cook at home starting at just $35. Get everything you need for Valentine's Day all in one place. Order today for pickup or delivery, and make it a happy Valentine's Day with a little help from Hy-Vee. Some restrictions apply.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYN-TV. Second quarter of play, the Gazelles trail by 16, 25-9 as we get things rolling. It's Wolfgram, Elwood, Wells, Kudera, and Kraske on the floor for Yankton. On the floor for Stevens, Mackenzie Schreiber and Finley Love will immediately double team Jocelyn Elwood. Jump ball is the call. They're joined on the floor by Hallie Peterson, Hayden Thornton, and that is number 20, Lexi Portlock. Just checking in for the first time tonight. Love, bounce pass to Peterson to get the offense started. She crosses into the front court. Ball worked to the right wing. Now Love loses her balance, tries to push it out, almost got it to Schreiber. Diving effort from Eden Wolfgram. She gets the steal, or secures the steal. Elwood with it, goes back to Wolfgram, drives inside, tries to kick it out right corner. Pass was tipped, but does find the hands of Nora Kraske. Second quarter of play brought to you by the Yankton Medical Clinic and FNBO. Kelson Wells goes down low looking for Jordan Kudera, knocked away, out of play. Last touch, Rapid City Stevens. I think they're gonna get Hallie Peterson. No, check that, last touch, Yankton. Peterson will inbound for Stevens, and Finley Love looks a little shaken up. Don't know if it's from when she hit the hardwood a few moments ago or what, but Jess Griswold will check in. Was in a little bit of foul trouble, had 2 fouls in that first quarter. Something to keep an eye on for Griswold. 25-9, your score and your SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab scoreboard, the go-to place for specialized wellness and therapy. Stevens leads by 16 over Yankton. This is the opening game of our doubleheader tonight. Peterson passes down low to a backdoor cutter, but a pass back out to Peterson was stolen away by Kudera. She goes to Kraske, now to Jocelyn Elwood. Elwood breaks the press as she crosses the timing line. Working from the right wing here. Elwood now to the top of the key. Gives it up to Kudera. Dribble handoff action. Kudera finds a lane, drives inside. Tough layup, but gets the finish. Good body control there for Jordan Kudera. Her first points of the night. Shot up from the left corner. No good for Rapid City Stevens. I believe that was Schreiber on the shot. Rebound contested for, but goes out of play. Last touch by Stevens. Sayumanu Tafa will check back in. She'll replace Portlock on the floor. It was 25-9 after that first quarter of play, as a whistle's going to blow for a timeout. Head coach Blake Savvy, seeing that his team was struggling to break the press, calls a timeout. See if it's 4:30. It's a full timeout. We'll take it with them. It's courtesy of Kaiser Heating and Cooling. Be wiser and go with Kaiser. Yankton trails Rapid City Stevens 25-11. We're back in 1 minute here on KYNT, KYN TV.
Text scams continue to rise, and victims who have lost money to these scams continues to increase. Consumers cannot rely on a text message to be truthful. If you receive a message regarding a fine for missing jury duty, your utilities being shut off or non-payment, toll road fines, or you've won a sweepstakes, these are scams designed with an urgency and the need to send money now. Do not respond to these texts, and you should contact Consumer Protection at 800-300-1986. That's 800-300-1986 for the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division.
Getting your business noticed starts with the right print. The other day, a customer came into the UPS store Yankton to pick up blueprints we printed for him. While we finished his order, he mentioned needing business cards. At the UPS store, we handle all your printing needs. Stop in and ask about our current print specials. And that customer? We had his new business cards ready the very next business day. Come explore our small business solutions at the UPS store in Yankton.
Back to live action here on KYNT and KYN TV. The Gazelles trail the Raiders 25-11. It's a 14-point lead for Rapid City Stevens here in the second quarter. Just around 6 minutes to play. And a pass goes out of bounds. Errant pass for Yankton. It will be the Raiders to inbound here. Hallie Peterson to inbound. She'll go to Jess Griswold. Brenna Elwood waiting to check in for the Gazelles, fresh out of a timeout, courtesy of Kaiser Heating and Cooling. Here's Sayumanu Tafa. Goes to Schreiber. They leave her open for three. Aaron switch for the Gazelles. It rattles around, but Schreiber gets it to fall. She's up to 13. As I just had my pen, somehow lost it, but found it. Schreiber up to 13, turnover on the Gazelles. Here in transition comes Griswold for Stevens. Fakes the pass to the wing, now passes it down low. Sayumanu Tafa, double team, bounce pass, back out to Griswold. She drives inside. Right hand, layup too strong. Rebound for Kelson Wells. 28-11 your score. Stevens leads by 17. Here we're trying to get to the right wing is Eden Wolfgram, but she is picked up by Mackenzie Schreiber, shutting the door at every pass. Now finally gets it to Nora Kraske on the wing. Dribbling inside, gets it poked away for a moment, gets it back, pass down low. Kelson Wells' shot is blocked by Sayumanu Tafa, but it stays possession for the Gazelles. September Rao and Brenna Elwood will check in. Eden Wolfgram and Jocelyn Elwood will check out. So it's Rao, Brenna Elwood, Kelson Wells, Nora Kraske, and Jordan Kudera, the five on the floor for Yankton. Nearing the 5-minute mark here in the second quarter, right around the 5-minute mark here in the second quarter. Bounce pass to Kelson Wells, drives inside, trying to go to work on Sayumanu Tafa. She stood up. Tried to get it to September Rao, but pass stolen away by Hallie Peterson. Too many mistakes for the Gazelles in this first half of play. Here's Griswold, drives baseline from the left side. Picks it up in the mid-range area, spins out, goes to Sayumanu Tafa. Near the top of the key, now goes right wing. Peterson, back out, Griswold, she'll launch a three. Little off center, can't get it to fall. Offensive rebound, Peterson. Second chance opportunity is good for the Raiders. Hallie Peterson up to 4 points now for Stevens, 30-11. The Raiders lead the Gazelles on an errant pass from September Rao, stolen away by Griswold. Now she goes to Peterson, kicks it out to Schreiber. She'll launch a three, off target on that one. Rebound for September Rao. Rao trying to push the tempo, passes across the paint, goes to Kudera. Now into the painted area. Kelson Wells, a jumper, gets it to fall. Kelson Wells up to 4 points in this one, second most on the team right now. Trails only September Rao's 5. 30-13 your score. Stevens up 17. Pass goes right wing. Schreiber launches a three. Can't get that one to fall. Rebound for Wells. Schreiber had 3 3-pointers before those last 2 possessions, but back-to-back misses for her from their wing. She can turn it on quickly, though, so be careful with her. Pass stolen away by Rapid City Stevens. Here comes Schreiber near the painted area. Kicks it out for a deep three, but bangs it home. That's Haley Falcon letting that one fly from a long way out. 33-13, 20-point lead for Stevens. Kudera to the top of the key. Bounce pass, left wing. Nora Kraske trying to answer. She will answer the call with a 3-pointer of her own. Nora Kraske on the board for the first time tonight. 33-16, your new score. Stevens up 17. Scoreboard update courtesy of SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab. Here's a pass out. Schreiber, right corner. 3-ball, upside iron, no good. Rebound for Nora Kraske. Kraske to Rao, now Kudera driving inside. Spins at the right block, kicks out Kelson Wells. In and out of her hands. I think she was setting up for a 3-pointer. Sayumanu Tafa with the closeout, driving inside. Loose ball on the floor, picked up by Stevens. That was Griswold who got it. She gave it to Sayumanu Tafa. Finds its way back to Sayumanu Tafa. Euro step and one opportunity. It is an and one opportunity for Sayumanu Tafa. She's up to 5 points in this one, as Stevens now leads by 19. 35-16. Raiders on top of the Gazelles. Substitutions here for both teams. Trio of subs for Stevens, only 1 for Yankton, as Jocelyn Elwood comes in for Kelson Wells. 3 new Raiders on the floor will be Finley Love and Lexi Portlock, as well as Haley Falcon. Check that, Hayden Thornton just checked in. Falcon was on the floor. Inbound goes to Brenna Elwood. The 3-point play completed for Marley Sayumanu Tafa. Here's Elwood with it, trying to work the right wing. Driving inside, kicks out to the left corner. Too tall for Jocelyn Elwood, or for Jordan Kudera, excuse me. Substitution here for the Stevens Raiders. Sayumanu Tafa checking out. In her place comes Charlie Damas. Excuse me. Shot up, no good for Stevens. Now pass down low. It's Falcon with it. Dribbling with the left hand, try to kick it out. Portlock with it now. Gets it up, rolls around, and gets the friendly bounce. Portlock, her first points of the night, increases the lead to 22 for Stevens. Near the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 38-16 your score. Brenna Elwood driving inside, and a whistle's going to blow for a timeout called by head coach Blake Savvy of the Yankton Gazelles. Timeout brought to you by Kaiser Heating and Cooling. Squat Chiropractic and Rehab scoreboard reads 38-16, Stevens lead. Looks like just a 30-second timeout. We will take it with them. Back in 30 seconds here on KYNT and KYN-TV. Stevens leads Yankton 38-16. Back in 30.
Is it the competition that keeps bringing you back? The long-standing rivalries? Or is it seeing friends again and cheering on your favorite team? At First Dakota, we're here for it all. We appreciate the fans, the players, the coaches and officials, the concessions crew. The shared community experience is part of what makes life here great, and we're here for it. See you at the game. First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome back in here on KYNT and KYN-TV. Minute 57 to play here in the second quarter. 38-16 your score. Stevens leads Yankton coming out of that Kaiser Heating and Cooling timeout. Inbound goes to Jordan Kudera near the center circle. She'll go right corner. Eden Wolfgram just recently checking back into the game. Wolfgram works off a double screen there from Kudera and Jocelyn Elwood. 15 seconds on the shot clock, minute 47 on the game clock. As for some reason our scoreboard keeps jumping ahead about 20 seconds. I'm trying to get that fixed. I do apologize here. On KYN-TV. Whistle blows and it's a turnover for Yankton. Stevens with the ball now. It is under a minute 40 to go here in the second quarter. Raiders kick it to Peterson on the right wing. Back to Peterson. Working from the left wing this time. Cross-court pass. Right corner three ball is up and good for Rapid City Stevens. That's Finley Love on the shot. Love up to 5 points now in the lead. Increasing to 25 for the Raiders. 41-16 your score. Minute 08 to go here in the second quarter of play. Kudera gives it up to Rao, driving inside with the right hand. Stops at the right block, has it knocked away. Went off of Hallie Peterson, so maintains possession for Yankton. Rao will inbound. Check that. Jocelyn Elwood will inbound from her own baseline. Just under a minute to play here in the second quarter. Inbound goes to September Rao, Pass to Jocelyn Elwood in the left corner, able to go up and get it. Ball swung around. Kudera now right wing. Elwood back out top. Kudera picked up by Peterson. Goes left wing. Nora Kraske launches a three from quite a ways out. No good. Rebound Portlock for Stevens. Finley Love bounce pass down low. Up with it and in. Good cut for Charlie Damas. Her first points of the night makes it 43-16. We're under 30 seconds to play in the second quarter. If you're watching on KYN TV, their clock is ahead by about 17 seconds. We'll work to get that fixed during the halftime break. 18 seconds on the game clock. About a second difference between the shot clock and the game clock now here in the second quarter. Wolfgram goes top of the key to September Rao. Rao surveying the scene. Dribble handoff to Nora Kraske. Goes in the short corner. Elwood, she's fouled by Damas. That's going to shut the shot clock off and put it at 3.3 seconds on the game clock. Jess Griswold will check back in. She'll replace Damas. Jessica Griswold. 3.3 seconds to operate for the Gazelles. Elwood to inbound. She goes to September Rao. She'll take two dribbles inside, put up the shot at the buzzer. No good. And we go to the halftime break with a 43-16 lead for the Rapid City Stevens Raiders. A 27-point advantage at the halftime break. The color guard will be performing during halftime, so we'll keep the graphics to a minimum on KYN TV. We've already zoomed the camera out, so you'll be able to see how the color guard performs during the halftime break. And like I said, we'll keep the graphics to a minimum while they perform for anybody at home who wants to watch the color guard's performance here tonight. But Stevens leads Yankton 43-16 at your halftime break here on KYNT and KYN TV. We're back in 3 minutes with your halftime report here from the Summit Activity Center.
Clearer vision starts closer to home. Yankton Medical Clinic is excited to welcome the new YMC Eye Care Clinic. Dr. Kindle and Dr. Rockney offer routine eye exams, prescriptions for glasses and contacts, and emergency care for sudden eye injuries. No more long drives to larger cities for advanced eye care. Dr. Trevor Kindle is the only local comprehensive ophthalmologist and cataract surgeon right here in Yankton. Located on the third floor of the Avera Pavilion, call 605-655-1830 to schedule. Yankton Medical Clinic. So much care, so close to home.
FNBO is the great big small bank. And for more than 165 years, we've been with you where you are. A bank that's ready for all your needs, both big and small. Here to help you earn more, save more, so you can do more every step of the way. It's what you can expect from the great big small bank. FNBO, independent and family owned for 6 generations, and ever so focused on you. Stop on by or visit us at fnbo.com. Member FDIC.
Are you on track to retire? I'm Adam Walter, a certified financial planner with Vantage Financial, born and raised in Yankton, South Dakota. My team and I pride ourselves on building trust through clear, honest advice tailored to your unique goals. From retirement planning to smart tax strategies, we'll create a personalized plan to help you feel confident and secure about your financial future. Visit vfplanning.com or search Adam Walter Vantage Financial to schedule a 15-minute call today.
Vantage Financial Partners is a registered investment advisor. SEC registration does not constitute an endorsement of Vantage by the SEC, nor does it indicate that Vantage has attained a particular level of skill or ability.
From the first wails of surprise to first day of school questions, playground adventures, learning to drive stress, and graduation cheers, they'll always be your little sunshine. At Avera Children's, we get kids, teens, and parents too. We'll step you through first checkups, milestones, sickness, and specialized care when your child needs it, and treat them like our own every step of the way. Learn more at avera.org/children's.
Tip-off is here and the season's heating up. Whether it's your home, farm, or everyday life, Farmers Union Insurance help you defend against the unexpected and score big on protection. Brendan Hansen and Brandon Tykera at Suite 101B, Morgan Square in Yankton help you rebound from surprises, make every play count, and keep your game strong all season long. Don't let life slam dunk you. Stop by today and stay covered with Farmers Union Insurance.
If you've been suffering from chronic pain or a recent injury,
check us out, Lane, Reed, and Cole Sawatsky at SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab.
We offer a wide variety of treatments and techniques, including dry needling, cupping, chiropractic adjustments, and sports rehabilitation.
Our mission is to ensure an individualized and efficient treatment plan to get you back on your feet.
From ankle sprains and sports injuries to neck pain and headaches, we've got your back.
Give us a call or book an appointment on our website. SWAT Chiropractic, specialized wellness and therapy.
Located on Summit Street across from the high school.
Welcome back in here on KYNT and KYN TV. The Yankton Color Guard performing right now during halftime of this one. Your halftime report is brought to you by Avera. Visit Avera.org today. We'll start things off with your stat recap courtesy of Mayor Signs. They offer all types of signs, interior and exterior signage, fleet wraps, digital signs, and more. Consider the possibilities today with Mayor Signs. They're on 4th and Broadway in Yankton. It was 25-9 after the first quarter, 43-16 now your score at the halftime break. The Gazelles defense did slow the Stevens offense down a little bit, but not as much as head coach Blake Savvy would have wanted. Your stats for individual players in that first half of play. The Yankton Gazelles led by 5 points from September Rao, 3 from Nora Kraske, and then 2 points each from Eden Wolfgram, Jordan Kudera, and Kelson Wells. Offense hasn't been able to get going, and this full-court press that Rapid City Stevens has been putting on tonight is a big part of that. And the Stevens Raiders, very effective offense. A lot of different players getting involved. Mackenzie Schreiber, the star of the show right now, she's got a game-high 13. But 6 points each from Marley Seumanutafa and Haley Falcon. 4 points from Hallie Peterson. 3 points from Hayden Thornton, 2 points each from Jessica Griswold, Lexi Portlock, and Charlie Damas. Which brings us to our halftime score, 43-16. Out-of-town scoreboard, courtesy of Top Notch Window Cleaners. Window cleaning for commercial or residential. With Top Notch Window Cleaning, brighten your days. We'll take a look quick around the Class AA, see the AA scores about games that are happening right now for girls basketball, and then we'll also take a look at a couple local games as well. T Area currently leads Sioux City East in the fourth quarter, 54-43. That's at Sioux City East High School. Sioux Falls, Washington up on O'Gorman, 15-9 in the first quarter. No score updates yet for Rapid City Central against Harrisburg. Sioux Falls Roosevelt against Watertown. Brandon Valley against Marshall, Minnesota. Sioux Falls Jefferson against Brookings, or Sturgis Brown against Hot Springs. Some area girls basketball games. No score update from Bonham against Platte Geddes. Gregory is up on Scotland Minnow 16-7, and no score update yet from Vermilion in their matchup with Tri-Valley. Your out-of-town scoreboard courtesy of Top Notch Window Cleaners. Top Notch Window Cleaning, brighten your days. Color Guard performance still underway here during the halftime break. We're going to go back to break. Come back in 3 minutes with your second half of action here on KYNT and KYN-TV. The Gazelles trail the Raiders 43-16 at your halftime. Back in 3 minutes here on KYNT, KYN-TV.
Switching is easy. We do it all the time. We switch on the lights. We switch TV channels. Some of us switch partners while square dancing. Well, that's a stretch. But what's not a stretch is how you can switch and save with State Farm. In fact, State Farm agent Rhonda Westland, right here in Yankton, can switch you over so you can start saving today. Rhonda and her team are ready to welcome you to the State Farm neighborhood. With Rhonda Westland, it's easy to switch and save. Just give her a call. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Have aches and pains taken you out of your game? Sports injuries can happen quickly, posing threats to your health and ability to participate in your regular athletic activities. I'm Dr. Mackenzie Erlinson from First Chiropractic Centers. Chiropractic care can provide pain relief from sore and aching muscles and lead to faster recovery after workout by easing the inflammation you experience, like stiffness, pain, or restricted movement. Visit with us about managing your sports injuries. First Chiropractic Centers, making life better, one adjustment at a time.
Turning 65 or new to Medicare? Navigating your options can feel overwhelming, but we're here to help. At Missouri River Associates, we make it easy to find the right plan for your health and budget. From Medicare supplements, Advantage plans, and prescription drug coverage, we'll guide you every step of the way. Plus, our services are completely free. Call Missouri River Associates today, 665-6885. Let us help you find peace of mind and the coverage you deserve.
Buying a home isn't just about real estate. It's about investing in yourself. At the Move Group, we believe the best time to buy is when it makes sense for you. Our expert agents put people before transactions, meaning we listen first, provide honest guidance, and help you make a confident decision. No pressure, no gimmicks. Markets change, but the right home is about more than just numbers. It's about finding the right fit for your life and your future. When you're ready, we're here to help. Contact the Move Group today.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Don't gamble. Insure with MT and RC Smith Insurance in Yankton, your independent agent for home, business, auto, life, and bonds. Visit mtrcsmithinsurance.com.
Does anyone in your family have macular degeneration? At Vision Care Associates, we are dedicated to delivering the highest standard of eye care, utilizing the latest medical advancements to protect and improve your vision. That's why we offer ZX Pro, a new technology that measures the risk for macular degeneration. ZX Pro is a test used to assess macular health before signs of macular degeneration even begin. Be proactive and schedule an appointment.
Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
Welcome back here on KYNT, KYN TV. We're ready for your second half of action. Your third quarter of play will be brought to you by Farmers Union Insurance at First Chiropractic Centers. 43-16 your score. Stevens leads Yankton in the opening game of our doubleheader. And something I noticed coming out of the halftime break, coming out of the locker room, the Gazelles didn't go out and warm up, take any shots. Eden Wolfgram called a team huddle in front of the bench before the coaches got back out here. They started leading a team talk. Talking strategy. I saw her, September Rao, Nora Kraske, Brenna Elwood, Jocelyn Elwood. They were all down there giving their opinions on how things have been going so far. It's been a tough first half for the Gazelles. And Eden Wolfgram being hounded by Hallie Peterson and Finley Love right at the half-court line, and she is fouled. First personal foul on Hallie Peterson. First team foul of the third quarter comes just 12 seconds into the third quarter. Inbound from September Rao goes to Eden Wolfgram. She gives it right back to Rao. Dribbling out near the center circle. Rao, bounce pass to the top of the key. Jocelyn Elwood trying to get to a backdoor cutter, and Jordan Kudera, she's double teamed, gets it back out to Rao. Whistle blows. And I didn't see the signal, but it's a turnover, so either Kudera stepped out or traveled. Hard to see sometimes when the baseline official makes a call up here in the Crow's Nest. Rapid City Stevens now moving left to right as you see it and hear it here on KYNT and KYN TV. The Gazelles going right to left. Brayden Butler here on the call. Thank you for joining us on KYNT 102.1 FM AM 1450 and KYN TV, whether it's YouTube, Facebook, or on our mobile device apps and online at kyntv.com. Also have apps on Roku devices as well, as Eden Wolfgram gets the steal. Outlets to September Rao in transition. Left shoulder bump. Can't get the shot to fall. Offensive rebound, Jordan Kudera. Goes to Jocelyn Elwood. Works it around the horn to Nora Kraske. Drives inside. Puts the shot up and gets it to fall. Cuts the deficit to 25. 43-18. So Nora Kraske on the bucket there. Her second of the game. She's up to 5 points. Whistle's going to blow. A timeout going to be taken by Rapid City Stevens. It's courtesy of Kaiser Heating and Cooling. Be wiser, go with Kaiser. That's Kaiser Heating and Cooling of Yankton. Just 30 seconds, we'll take it with them. Back in 30 seconds as Stevens leads Yankton 43-18.
Big news for Yankton and the surrounding area. Yankton Medical Clinic is proud to announce the addition of YMC Eye Care Clinic. Dr. Trevor Kindle and Dr. Rockney are now seeing patients for routine eye exams, glasses and contact prescriptions, and emergency eye care for unexpected injuries. As Yankton natives, they're committed to caring for the community they call home. Plus, Dr. Kindle is the area's only local comprehensive ophthalmologist and cataract surgeon. Call 605-655-1830. Third floor of the Pavilion, Yankton Medical Clinic. So much care, so close to home.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYN-TV. 43-18 your score. Stevens leads Yankton, under 6.5 to play now. Shot up and good through the contact for September Rao. That's a way to come back to live action. Rao's going to go to the line to complete the three-point play. Lead cut down to 23 out of that Kaiser Heating and Cooling timeout. 43-20 your score on the SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab scoreboard. Rao can't complete the three-point play. But she does get a steal back for Yankton. Gets it to Nora Kraske, driving inside, kicks it out deep two for Jordan Kudera. Side iron, no good. Kudera gets the rebound off the tip. Starts to drive inside, loses possession. It will maintain ball for Yankton. The last touch was by Rapid City Stevens. It's Jocelyn Elwood to inbound for Yankton. Elwood, Kudera, Wolfgram, Nora Kraske, and September Rao on the floor for Yankton. Bounce pass along the baseline. They're going to say Kudera stepped out. Turnover on Yankton. 6:02 to play here in the third quarter. Knock on wood, scoreboard issues from the first half seem to have gotten a fix as inbound knocked away by Eden Wolfgram and out of play. Yankton implementing a full court press here on Rapid City Stevens. The Raiders used it well in the first half. Yankton tried to give them a taste of their own medicine here in the second half. Here's Mackenzie Schreiber with the ball. She'll cross the timeline into the front court, picked up by Jocelyn Elwood. Schreiber goes right wing. Griswold works off the screen from Sayu Manutafa. She'll give it up to Finley Love. Love went for a crossover and went off the leg of Eden Wolfgram, out of play. Last touch Yankton, so inbound here for Rapid City Stevens. And the inbound goes out of play. Last touch Raiders. So Yankton with the ball. September Rao bounce pass on the inbound to Wolfgram. 43-20 your score, a 23-point lead for Rapid City Stevens. 5:37 and counting to go in this third quarter. Kudera goes right wing. Rao into the corner. Nora Kraske will launch a tray ball, no good. Rebound, fought for, secured by Jocelyn Elwood. She goes to Eden Wolfgram. Fresh 35 on the shot clock for Yankton. Wolfgram drives inside, puts up the runner, no good. Rebound by Schreiber for Stevens. Long outlet pass goes to Hallie Peterson. Now pass down low. Sayu Manutafa in transition. Can't get it to fall. She's been impressive, though, tonight. For just an 8th grader, very physical out there on the floor. Sayu Manutafa for Rapid City Stevens does have 6 points. And she's got the ball now in transition off the turnover. Right shoulder bump, up and one opportunity. Talk about the physicality. She fights through contact right there for the first bucket of the second half for Rapid City Stevens. 45-20. Sayu Manutafa looks to complete the three-point play. One substitution, though, for Stevens. That's Haley Falcon. And it looks like Hayden Thornton will check in as well, but looks like she's going to be checking in for the shooter, Sayu Manutafa. Free throw line. Free throw up. No good. Knocked out of play. Last touch by Stevens. So it'll be Yankton ball. 2 substitutions, one for the Gazelles, one for the Raiders. Thornton comes in for Sayu Manutafa, and Wells comes in for Jocelyn Elwood. That's Kelson Wells on the floor for Yankton. September Rao to inbound here. Bounce pass goes to Eden Wolfgram to try to start the offense. We're under 5 to play now in the third quarter. Goes to September Rao. She stepped on the line. It was a looping pass. Wolfgram had to work to get it over a defender. And Rao just couldn't keep it in play. Turnover on the Gazelles. Eden Wolfgram will check out. Brenna Elwood will check in. She joins Rao, Wells, Kraske, and Kudera. Under 5 to play now in the third quarter. Finley Love working from the right wing. Dribbling inside of September Rao. Gets the shot up. No good. Rebound by Nora Kraske. Rao pushing the tempo in transition. Tries to find Jordan Kudera, Was taken away by Mackenzie Schreiber. Love, bounce pass into the key. No. Taken away by the Gazelles. Here's Kelson Wells running the fast break. Wells puts on the brakes, now changes gears, loses the ball. Diving effort right underneath of us here in your broadcast booth, but out of play. Elwood sliding with the ball. It's going to be Stevens' possession. Peterson inbounds to Schreiber. Long outlet pass in transition. Shot up, gets the kind roll. And that's Haley Falcon. She's up to 8 points in this one for Stevens. September Rao working from the right wing. Pass, cross the paint, gets to Jordan Kudera. Scoop layup. Rolls that one in as well. Back down to 25. 47-22 your score. Jordan Kudera up to 4 points on the assist from September Rao. Here's Falcon with it, dribbling with the right hand, spinning into the paint. Left hand shot, no good. Rebound for Nora Kraske. Kraske trying to push the tempo, forced to pick up her dribble, and she's fouled by Falcon. Wolfgram's going to check. Wolfgram checks back in along with Jocelyn Elwood. Sayumanu Tafa checks back in for Rapid City Stevens, as does Jessica Griswold. Pass goes top of the key. Kelson Wells. Bounce pass. Was looking for a cutting Jordan Kudera, but left it behind her. Out of bounds, a turnover. 47-22 your score. Stevens leads Yankton here in the third quarter. Just over 3.5 to play in the third. Here's Hayden Thornton dribbling across the timing line. Goes inside near the left block. Spins out, goes left corner to Falcon. Falcon's going to launch a three. High bounce, friendly roll. No, rolls out. Jordan Kudera. Long outlet pass tipped by Schreiber and out of play. Schreiber almost snatched that one out of the air. Timeout going to be taken by Yankton. We'll take it with them. It's courtesy of Kaiser Heating and Cooling. 47-22 on your SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab scoreboard. Stevens leads Yankton. We're back in 1 minute here on KYNT and KYN-TV, Yankton's home team and stream for Bucks and Gazelles athletics. Back in 60 seconds.
Looking for the perfect pair of glasses? At Vision Care Associates, we've got you covered. Step into our showroom and discover our vast selection from timeless classics to the latest trends. With several styles to choose from, you're sure to find the perfect match for your look. Experience personalized service and expert care, whether you need help finding the right frame or adjusting your new glasses for the perfect fit.
Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
FM 1021 and AM 1450 KYNT Yankton.
Hy-Vee is your Valentine's Day headquarters. You'll find beautiful bouquets starting at just $24.99. The sweetest gifts, like chocolate-covered strawberries. And Hy-Vee makes Valentine's date night easy, with meals you pick up and cook at home starting at just $35. Get everything you need for Valentine's Day all in one place. Order today for pickup or delivery, and make it a happy Valentine's Day with a little help from Hy-Vee. Some restrictions apply.
Welcome back here on KYNT, KYN-TV. Just over 3 to play in the third quarter. Yankton trails by 25 to Rapid City Stevens. Jordan Kudera trying to change that. Spins at the left block. Bounce pass out to the wing. It's Brenna Elwood. Elwood forced to pick up her dribble at the elbow. Goes to Eden Wolfgram. In and out of her hands, but she gets it back on the right wing. Wolfgram's going to launch a three. Gets it to go. 47-25 your new score. Eden Wolfgram on the board again. She's up to 5. And pass stolen. Wolfgram quick, fast, and in a hurry with another bucket. We'll take a look at that one in a moment on your Vision Care Associates replay. Pass down low, Sayumanu Tafa up and in. 2 points for her. She's up to 10. Stevens putting on a full court press. It's hard to get to a replay right now, but we'll take a look. Actually, with the ball going out of play, that helps. Last touch by Stevens, so possession maintained by Yankton. We'll see that again on your Vision Care Associates replay. Off the inbound, just an errant pass right into the arms of Eden Wolfgram. She goes up with it and finishes. At that point, made it 47-27. Now 49-27 after Sayumanu Tafa got a bucket at the other end. Here's Wolfgram at the top of the key, dribbling out to the left wing. Dribble handoff goes to Nora Kraske. Kraske spins into the key, trying to get it back out to Wells. Gets past the defense. She goes left corner to Elwood instead. It's going to be a mid-range two for Brenna Elwood, but digging into that lead a little bit more, down to 20 now. It's Elwood's first points of the night. 49-29 your score. Stevens leads here, under 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. Driving inside, shot up, no good. Now it's Thornton on the drive. Wells on the rebound, goes to Elwood, now to Wolfgram. Under a minute 50 to play. Here in quarter number 3, Yankton trails 49-29. Wolfgram goes to Elwood on the right wing. Head coach Blake Savvy upset with something. Didn't like how his team was running the offense on the floor, and a miscommunication leads to a turnover. Schreiber in transition off the window, no good. Rebound Jocelyn Elwood. Schreiber got the steal but couldn't finish the fast break layup. Makes us some solid defense there from Elwood. Wolfgram trying to go in transition. She's fouled on her drive, not in the act of shooting. If anything, she was in the act of passing to Kelson Wells. They're going to get Haley Falcon. Third personal foul on Falcon. Fourth team foul in the fourth quarter. That means Yankton should be shooting free throws the remainder of this third quarter of play. Inbound goes left corner to Eden Wolfgram. Minute 13 to go in the third. Wolfgram works off a screen from Nora Kraske. She stood up by Love, goes left wing to Elwood, drives inside, right hand layup, up and in for Brenna Elwood. Elwood's got 4 points all in the third quarter. Lead cut down to 18, 49-31 your score. The Gazelles have outscored Stevens by a significant margin in this third quarter. And there's a steal from Eden Wolfgram. In transition, looking to go coast to coast, looking for options behind her, takes it herself. No good. And they're going to say clean defense by Hallie Peterson. Knocked out of play, last touch Stevens. So an inbound here for Yankton. Mackenzie Schreiber will check in. Hayden Thornton checks out. Brenna Elwood to inbound here. Goes out to Eden Wolfgram on the left wing. Wolfgram dribbling it out, goes down low. Kelson Wells, bounce pass between the legs of the defender. Brenna Elwood driving inside, pass tipped away. Sayumanu Tafa and out of play. It was a great pass from Wells there through the legs of the defender, Griswold, but doesn't end in any points yet. About a 7-second difference between shot clock and game clock here. 22 now on the game clock, 15 on the shot clock as Rao launches a deep three, no good. Rebound for Yankton. Kraske tries to go back up with it, she's fouled. That's Schreiber on the foul. It's the third personal foul on Schreiber. Fifth team foul in this third quarter. Going to put Nora Kraske at the line to shoot two. 49-31 your score. Stevens leads by 18. And make it a 17-point difference. 49-32 your score now. First shot up and good for Nora Kraske. Second shot also good for Kraske. 2 for 2 there. She's up to 7 points. 49-33 your score with 15 seconds to go in the third quarter. Shot clock is off as Finley Love crosses the timing line. Picked up by Wolfgram. Love drives inside. Tough shot, no good. Rebound, Griswold. She gets it out to Sayumanu Tafa. Tough shot for her. Side iron, no good. Rebound by Rao. 2 seconds. 1 second. Rao going to launch a shot. It was after the buzzer. Doesn't go anyway. 49-33 your score. Yankton battling back a bit in that third quarter. Still got a mountain to climb with 8 minutes left to play. We're back in 1 minute with your fourth quarter of action here on KYNT and KYN TV. Stevens leads Yankton 49-33. Back in 60 seconds.
In the heart of South Dakota, there's a name families trust. John Kopp of Kopp Building Innovations in Utica. Whether you're building your dream home, adding a new shop, or tackling that long overdue remodel, the COP crew delivers quality craftsmanship with a local touch. KBI is an authorized WIC builder, a Midwest company that understands your building needs. Built right, built local, built to last. For more information or to get a quote, visit copbuildings.com.
At the Bar is the bar for sports fans. With coverage of NFL, college basketball favorites, Yankton High School action, and NHL hockey too. Open 7 days a week. Bring in your crew, grab a table, and take in all the action surrounded by fans who love the game as much as you do. The energy's better, the company's great, and the beverages are cold, just the way game day should be. You can watch the game anywhere, but real fans gather at the Bar in downtown Yankton.
Welcome back here on KYNC and KYN-TV. 49-33 your score. Rapid City Stevens leads Yankton, but the Gazelles outscored Stevens 17-6 in that third quarter, an 11-point advantage in one quarter. But Yankton's going to need to outscore Stevens by 17 here in the fourth as they trail after the Raiders really got going in that first half. Hallie Peterson puts up a shot, no good. Rebound, not secured, but an over-the-back call on Seyu Manutafa. Rao will inbound here to Brenna Elwood. Pass tipped, but into the arms of Kelson Wells. Bounce pass to Nora Kraske, kicks it out right wing. Brenna Elwood driving into the key, kicks it out left wing. Eden Wolfgram is going to reset the offense. Here's Kraske now with it on the right wing. Starts to drive inside, kicks it down low. Kelson Wells, power dribble, she's tied up. Jump ball is going to be the call, and possession arrow in favor of Rapid City Stevens means the Raiders are going to take over. Check that, possession arrow for Yankton. So they have it. Wolfgram drives inside under 10 on the shot clock. Can't get it to fall. Gets her own rebound, though. It was in and out of the hands of Finley Love. Wolfgram, second opportunity, no good. This time, Love secures the rebound. She'll outlet to Griswold to start the offense. In the fourth quarter of play, under 7 minutes to go. Yankton trails by 16. Right wing three. Schreiber can't get it to go. It was a hot start for Schreiber, but she's been cold in the second half. 49-33 your score, 16-point advantage for Stevens, as Seyu Manutafa is going to get called to the whistle there. Tried poking that ball away from September Rao. Third personal foul on Seyu Manutafa, second team foul of the fourth quarter. Yankton trails by 16 here. A long outlet pass going to go over the timing line. Elwood can go back and get it, and she does. And Elwood is fouled by Mackenzie Schreiber, and that's 4 on Schreiber. Third team foul here in the fourth quarter. Schreiber is going to check out. In her place will be Haley Falcon. September Rao to inbound. She goes to Brenna Elwood. Just over 6.5 to go in the fourth quarter. Neither team has scored here in the fourth so far. We're over 90 seconds into the final quarter of play. Elwood directing traffic. Now she'll drive inside. Right hand layup, can't get it to fall. Seyu Manutafa with the rebound. She outlets to Hallie Peterson in transition. Peterson, Euro step past the defender, gets the shot to fall. Peterson up to 6 now for Stevens. 51-33 your score. Mackenzie Schreiber still has a game high in scoring with 13. Nora Kraske straightaway 3. Side iron, no good. Rebound by Stevens. It's Griswold with it. She outlets to Love. Finley Love inside the three-point line. Now gets into the key. Kicks it out right corner. 3 ball up for the Raiders. Right iron, no good. Rebound, Peterson. Offensive board means second opportunity. Another three-pointer. This time Griswold. High bounce goes off of the... I want to say stanchion every time, but it's not a stanchion because it's one of the hanging hoops. Off of the supports for the hoop, though, so that is out of bounds. 51-33 your score. Possession turns over to the Gazelles. Stevens on top in this one. An 18-point advantage for the Raiders. Elwood inbound, stolen away, bounce pass across the key, and a whistle's going to blow, a foul called. We'll see who on. They're going to get Jordan Kudera. First team foul, first personal foul for Kudera in this fourth quarter. On the right corner is Falcon. Pass down low, Seumanu Tafa. She's double teamed. Still spins baseline and gets the shot to fall. Able to work around the defense there for Marley Seumanu Tafa. She's up to 10. Check that, 12. Second most in the game right now. Kelson Wells goes in transition. Bounce pass, right wing, Eden Wolfgram. She'll launch a three. Gets it to fall. 53-36, Wolfgram on the tray ball. Timeout going to be taken. We'll take it with him. Stevens leads Yankton 53-36 here at the Summit Activity Center. We're back in 1 minute. This timeout courtesy of Kaiser Heating and Cooling. Back in 60 seconds.
Midwest Insurance Agency in Yankton is a proud supporter of the Yankton Bucks and Gazelles. Hi, this is Whitney Devine. If you're looking for protection that fits your life, call me or Travis. We make coverage simple. Whether it's your home, car, or farm, we take time to understand your needs and find the right plan at the right price. You'll get personal service, trusted advice, and peace of mind knowing we're right here in Yankton. Call Midwest Insurance Agency in Yankton today to schedule your appointment.
I love 1919 root beer. It's the best over a big scoop of vanilla ice cream. My favorite is just ice cold 1919 poured over crunchy ice. It's so refreshing. It's the creamiest root beer ever.
1919 root beer is the perfect treat. Brewed in small batches with only the finest ingredients. It's the creamiest, full-bodied, alcohol and caffeine-free draft root beer available. It's a taste tradition since, well, 1919.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYN-TV. The Stevens Raiders lead the Yankton Gazelles 53-36 here in the opening game of our doubleheader. Just over 5 to play in the fourth quarter. Yankton has been playing much better in the second half, but a right wing three there for Falcon for Stevens. Quiets the crowd a little bit. Haley Falcon becomes the third Stevens player into double digits. She's got 11. Jordan Kudera bounce past Jocelyn Elwood. Lead back up to 20. It was as high as 27 at one point for Stevens. Foul called on the drive. They're going to get Finley Love on the foul. Was not in the act of shooting. But 4 team fouls here in the fourth quarter means Yankton will be shooting free throws for the remainder of this game. Stevens does lead by 20. Others say she was in the act of shooting, so Wolfgram does go to the line to shoot 2. First shot up for Wolfgram, and it falls. Cuts the lead down to 19, 56-37. Wolfgram has a team-high 11 points now for Yankton. The Gazelles outscored 25-9 in the first quarter, 18-7 in the second quarter. They were able to battle back in the third quarter a little bit, outscoring Stevens 17-6 as Wolfgram goes 2 for 2 at the line. Makes it 56-38. But Stevens, I can't even say pulling away, about back to where it was. It was an 18-point deficit at the start of this quarter. That's where it sits. Check that, it was a 16-point deficit at the start of the quarter, but that shot makes it a 20-point lead. (58-38) your score, 20-point lead for Rapid City Stevens. Wells drives inside, kicks it right corner, 3-ball up, Elwood no good, rebound for Schreiber. Schreiber outlets to Thornton. Now Finley Love on the right wing, drives inside, spins near the right elbow, gets it out to Schreiber, cross-court pass, finds Peterson on the left wing. Hallie Peterson steps through the defenders and gets the bucket. Peterson up to 8 by my count, 60-38, lead back up to 22. Right wing 3, Kudera can't get it to fall. Off the fingertips of Schreiber. Wolfgram now launches a 3. That one does fall for Yankton. Eden Wolfgram continues her hot second half. She's got 8 points in this fourth quarter alone, 15 total, but a shot up and good at the other end. (62-41) your score. Wells gets the ball back after losing it for a moment, gives it up to Eden Wolfgram. Here's Kudera with it on the left wing, under 3 to play, down 21. Kudera drives inside. Her shot is blocked by Seumanu Tafa. Physical on that one. Couple substitutions for Yankton. Addie Muth checking in, Sabrina Kraske checking in. Full timeout going to be taken by Rapid City Stevens. We'll take it with them. 62-41 your score. Stevens on top of Yankton. We're back in 1 minute here on KYNT and KYN TV.
The Boathouse in Yankton is for everyone. Axe throwing, mini bowling, shuffleboard, beanbag, golf, pool, and darts, plus awesome food and drinks with lots of cold craft beers and other beverages. Happy hour all day on Mondays, trivia on Tuesdays, free axe throwing tournaments on Wednesdays, and live music on Fridays. Some say it's the most fun you can have on land. The Boathouse is also your go-to place to watch all sports. Head to the Boathouse, downtown Yankton's fun gathering place for all ages.
Being wiser means being smart with your money, especially when it comes to a big investment like a new heating and cooling system. It means getting a quote, comparing options, and understanding what you're really paying for. At Kaiser Heating and Cooling, we're happy to walk you through the details, equipment, efficiency, and long-term value, so you can see how our pricing compares. No guesswork, just clear information and honest answers. So be the wiser and go with Kaiser. Kaiser Heating and Cooling of Yankton and Mitchell.
Coming out of the timeout, it's the 4 seniors on the floor for Yankton. Kelson Wells, Nora and Sabrina Kraske, and Addie Muth. Shot up, no good, but a foul called. Kraske, it's Nora Kraske, will go to the line to shoot 2. The 5th player on the floor for the Gazelles is a freshman in Brenna Elwood. 62-41 your score. Stevens leads just over 2.5 to play here in the fourth quarter. Foul goes against Marley Seumanu Tafa. Kraske makes the first shot. Nora Kraske up to 8 points tonight. Kraske second shot, make it 9 points for her. Hallie Peterson works into the front court. 62-43 your score. Stevens leads by 19. Peterson shot up, no good. She is fouled on her way to the rim. That's 2 at the line for Peterson. If they're going to get Kelson Wells, they are. Second personal foul on Wells, second team foul of the quarter. Peterson can't hit her first at the line. 2:29 to play here in the fourth quarter. Peterson, second shot up. Second shot is good. So 1 for 2 at the line for Hallie Peterson there. By my count, that puts her at 10 points. Check that, 9 points. By my count, I can count. 63-43 your score. Stevens up 20 with 2:20 to go. Elwood dribbling near the center circle, goes left wing, Nora Kraske. Kraske starts to drive inside the three-point line, steps back, goes back to Kelson Wells. Wells going to go on a drive now. She's triple teamed on the shot. Fought through a lot of contact, but no whistle blows to the chagrin of the Yankton faithful. Here in the left corner is Mackenzie Schreiber, drives inside, stops, pops from the left block, no good. Ball knocked loose, out of play. It'll maintain possession for Rapid City Stevens. His last touch was by Yankton. It was Jessa Griswold on that rebound, but it was pulled out of her hands and goes out of play over the baseline. Minute 54 on the game clock, 22 on the shot clock as a right corner three is launched for Stevens. No good. That was Thornton on the shot. Here's Brenna Elwood crossing the timing line. Nearing the 90-second mark in the fourth quarter, Yankton trails by 20. Elwood, bounce pass, trying to find Addie Muth, but stolen away. Thornton in transition, goes up with the left hand and gets the finish. Hayden Thornton up to 5. A couple substitutions here for Stevens. Haley Falcon checking in along with Lexi Portlock and Erica Clough. the 3 new faces on the floor. Make it 4 new faces on the floor. Checking in for Stevens now is number 15. I don't have a number 15 on my roster, so we'll dig into the guide here tonight. There is a 15 listed. There's not a 15 listed for either team. There's not a 15 listed on any team for Stevens, so someone's in for Stevens. Charlie Damas checks back in for the Raiders, number 32. My apologies, number 15 for Stevens. Dribble handoff goes right wing. And it is number 15 with a shot from the wing, and she gets it to fall. Big three-pointer for her. Big cheers from the Rapid City Stevens bench as well on that one. 68-43 your score. Stevens leads by 25. A pass stolen away by Kelson Wells. The senior on senior night trying to make one more play. Goes left corner, Sabrina Kraske. Toes were on the line, doesn't get the shot to fall. Rebound by Stevens, but a bouncing ball out of play. Last touch by Rapid City. So an inbound here for Yankton. Olivia Woods, Isabel Sheldon, Maddie Tereshinsky, and Jordan Kudera all checking in. And it looks like the 4 seniors will get a send-off here. Nora and Sabrina Kraske, Addie Muth, and Kelson Wells coming off the floor for not the final time in front of their home crowd, but for the final time on senior night. Inbound goes to Brenna Elwood. About a 5-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Elwood goes right corner. Kudera drives inside. Left-hand scoop layup. A reverse action for Kudera makes it 68-45. Kudera up to 6 by my count. Shot clock is off, and it looks like Rapid City Stevens just going to dribble this one out. That will do it for the first matchup of our doubleheader this evening. The Rapid City Stevens Raiders defeat the Yankton Gazelles 68-45 here on senior night inside the Summit Activity Center. 23-point victory for Stevens. We'll break it down in our post-game report when we come back in 2 minutes here on KYNT and KYN-TV. We're back in 2 minutes here from the Summit Activity Center.
Inheritance, romance, and investment scams continue to plague South Dakotans with high dollar amount losses. They prey on vulnerable adults and swindle consumers out of their funds. Scammers befriend the victim, making it difficult for them to see the reality of what's happening. If you have a loved one susceptible to this type of scam, sit down and talk with them about these issues before it happens to them. If you or a loved one have been scammed in this manner, please reach out to the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
Credit union people are my people. Dreaming big, keeping life simple. Saving smart, living free. At Explorers Credit Union, you're just like me. We chart new trails, we stand tall. Together we rise, together we call. Credit union people are my people, it's true. And I found my crew at Explorers CU. Federally insured by NCUA. Visit ExplorerCU.com to join the journey today.
There's a difference when a convenience store is locally owned, and you feel it the moment you stop at Triple Time Rudy's. You'll get great quality fuel to keep you on the move, plus local and regional favorites like Dimmick Cheese and premium meats from the Kaler and Renner Lockers. It's the kind of place that's convenient and connected to your community. Conveniently located at 17th and Broadway, Triple Time Rudy's, fueling your day, fueling your community.
Getting your business noticed starts with the right print. The other day, a customer came into the UPS store Yankton to pick up blueprints we printed for him. While we finished his order, he mentioned needing business cards. At the UPS store, we handle all your printing needs. Stop in and ask about our current print specials. And that customer? We had his new business cards ready the very next business day. Come explore our small business solutions at the UPS store in Yankton.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYN-TV. It's time for your post-game report, courtesy of the Move Group. You buying or selling, move with Mason. and the move group. Stevens defeats Yankton 68-45 in the opening game of our doubleheader. The Gazelles fall to 5-9 with a loss. The Raiders improve to 12-4. Post-game stat recap from Mayor Signs. Starting with the Yankton Gazelles, Eden Wolfgram tied for the game high, 15 points for her, 9 points from Nora Kraske, 6 from Jordan Kudera, 7 from September Rao, 2 from Kelson Wells, and 4 from Brenna Elwood. Stat recap for the Raiders, a team high and tied for a game high, 15 for Mackenzie Schreiber, 7 for Finley Love, 2 for Jessica Griswold, 9 for Hallie Peterson, 12 for Marley Seumanutafa, 5 for Hayden Thornton, 11 for Haley Falcon, 2 for Lexi Portlock, 2 for Charlie Damas, and a 3-pointer late for an unidentified player. There, like I said, is not a 15 listed on any roster, so I can only assume it was an underclass player, whether a sophomore team, freshman team, even on the JV team maybe, who wears the same number as a varsity player, and that caused a jersey switch. So I do apologize for not being able to have the name of that final player to score for Rapid City Stevens. But that stat recap courtesy of Mayor Signs. Your players of the game: offensive player of the game courtesy of Highview. There's a helpful smile on every aisle. Defensive player of the game from Olson's Pest Technicians, your residential commercial pest control solution. Call 1-800-KIL-BUGS. I'm going across the board and honoring the seniors tonight. 4 seniors for this Yankton Gazelles squad. All of them have been spoken very highly of by their coaching staff. That's Nora Kraske, Sabrina Kraske, Kelson Wells, and Addie Muth, all getting honored here tonight for senior night. Congratulations to them on their Yankton Gazelles careers. Not the last time they suit up in front of their home crowd. They're back tomorrow against Rapid City Central, and then I believe the home finale is next Friday against T-Area. So still a couple home games left for Yankton, but senior night tonight's always an emotional moment, so congratulations to them, and good luck to them on the rest of their seasons and the rest of their high school careers for the 4 seniors. That's going to do it for our coverage of Yankton Gazelles basketball. When we come back, we'll have Yankton Bucks coverage here on KYNT and KYN-TV, starting with a pregame coach interview with head coach Chris Haynes. That's coming up in 2 minutes here on KYNT, KYN-TV. Back in 2 minutes.
Is it the competition that keeps bringing you back? The long-standing rivalries? Or is it seeing friends again and cheering on your favorite team? At First Dakota, we're here for it all. We appreciate the fans, the players, the coaches and officials, the concessions crew. The shared community experience is part of what makes life here great, and we're here for it. See you at the game. First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
Big news for Yankton and the surrounding area. Yankton Medical Clinic is proud to announce the addition of YMC Eye Care Clinic. Dr. Trevor Kindle and Dr. Rockney are now seeing patients for routine eye exams, glasses and contact prescriptions, and emergency eye care for unexpected injuries. As Yankton natives, they're committed to caring for the community they call home. Plus, Dr. Kindle is the area's only local comprehensive ophthalmologist and cataract surgeon. Call 605-655-1830. 3rd floor of the Pavilion, Yankton Medical Clinic. So much care, so close to home.
FNBO is the great big small bank, and for more than 165 years, we've been with you where you are. A bank that's ready for all your needs, both big and small. Here to help you earn more, save more, so you can do more every step of the way. It's what you can expect from the great big small bank. FNBO, independent and family owned for 6 generations, and ever so focused on you. Stop on by or visit us at fnbo.com, member FDIC.
In Yankton, community means everything, and at Wilson Trailer, it's the heart of what they do. They're more than manufacturers, they're your neighbors. From sponsoring the Bucks and Gazelles to supporting the next generation of farmers and builders, they're proud to give back to the place they call home. For over a century, Wilson Trailer has stood strong, steady, and rooted in community. Because when Yankton thrives, we all move forward. Wilson Trailer in Yankton. Learn more at wilsontrailer.com.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYN-TV. We're switching gears to your Hy-Vee pregame show for the Yankton Bucks, taking on the Rapid City Stevens Raiders. And we're going to kick things off with your pregame coach interview from 1919 Root Beer. Creamiest full-body draft root beer available. You can find it in convenience stores, grocery stores, or on tap at area restaurants. Got a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Haynes earlier today about his matchup tonight with the Rapid City Stevens Raiders. So let's go to the interview now here on KYNT, KYN-TV. Brayden Butler here on your Hy-Vee pregame show. Hy-Vee, there's a helpful smile in every aisle. It's time for your pregame coach interview from 1919 Root Beer. Got head coach of the Yankton Bucks, Chris Haynes, with me right now, talking about a Yankton Bucks team that, coming off of over a week of rest, had a little different mindset there. I felt like you guys have been going since the calendar turned to 2026. So how's that week off felt for your guys with practice and getting ready for this matchup with Rapid City Stevens?
Yeah, you don't get very many breaks like this during the season, especially in January and February. So when you do, you got to take advantage of it. Like you said, you got to have that medium balance between getting some rest, but also, still improving on some things here for the final stretch. Because starting tonight now, last 7 games goes fast and furious.
Hey, you mentioned the last 7 games coming up basically over a 2-week span. Got doubleheader back-to-backs this weekend, back-to-back in 2 weeks. So how are you getting ready for that home stretch? A team that right now you're, I believe, 1 spot out of the SODAC 16, but a lot of games that can really improve your standing coming up.
Yeah, just one game at a time, obviously, and 100% focus on Rapid City Stevens tonight and playing a good game. And again, hopefully we can see some signs of some things we worked on this week, which again, no wholesale changes or anything like that, but just understanding that we got to continue to do what we've been doing well the last few weeks, and that's playing defense and rebounding better. And then we need to take care of the basketball better and keep improving on the offensive end.
It's been, maybe not as a coach, but as a spectator and as a broadcaster, the last couple of matchups with Rapid City Stevens have been fun to call and watch. I believe a 1-point game a few years ago. I know a late winner for Jackson Kudera last year in Rapid City. So what are you expecting tonight or what are you looking for your team to do tonight to maybe make it a more comfortable win?
Yeah, we got to find a way to guard him, and their point guard's really good. He's averaging 17, 18 points a game, and he really makes them go. And, they're a physical basketball team. The other thing they do really well is they rebound the basketball extremely well, especially they really crash the offensive glass. So we're going to have to control their point guard, try to slow him down a little bit. And then when we do, if we can get him to miss a few shots, we're going to have to go get the rebounds.
Coach, thanks for taking time to talk today. Good luck tonight, and we'll talk to you again in the postgame.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks, Brayden.
That was head coach Chris Haynes of the Yankton Bucks here on KYNT and KYN-TV, the pregame coach interview from 1919 Root Beer. We're going to keep it right here and keep things rolling in your Hy-Vee pregame show. A little rapid-fire action, starting with your stats and focus from Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first. Yankton averaging 49.2 points per game while allowing 54.8. A minus 5.6 scoring differential does not seem indicative of a team that is 2-11 on the year, 1-7 at home, 1-4 on the road, 17th right now in Class AA. They're playing a lot of very close games. It's just some of those bounces late on go the way of the opposition, unfortunately, for Yankton. As for the Raiders of Rapid City Stevens, 52.9 points per game for them, 63 points allowed to their opponents, a minus 10.1 scoring differential. Some individual stat leaders for both these teams. Jackson Kudera leads in scoring, 14.2 points tonight for him for Yankton. Owen Isis, 9.9 points per game, 4.2 rebounds, 2.7 steals. And Beck Reichen, another guy to keep an eye on, 7.7 points tonight, 3.2 rebounds, 2.8 assists, and 1.3 steals per game. Seth Powell is the leader for Stevens, 17.5 points tonight for him, 3.2 rebounds, 1.9 assists. Andrew Zimmerman at 7.9 points tonight is right up there along with Lucas Marcus, 7.4 points per game for him. Anders Christensen, I believe, had 14 last time out for Stevens, averages 6.7 points per night. That's your stat recap, courtesy of Vision Care Associates. Now let's get into your keys to the game for the Yankton Bucks, courtesy of Vision Real Estate, where their focus is always on you. Visit IGotVision.com. Turning defense into offense, first and foremost, is important for the Bucks. They do it quite often. They like to poke passes away at the top of the key and get out in transition and use that to their advantage. Number 2 is going to be competing on the glass. It's something where Yankton at times has struggled this season. You can say that is a big difference maker. If you're getting out-rebounded, especially giving up second-chance buckets off of offensive rebounds, and you're averaging about a 5-point loss per game right now in your season, that could be indicative of a reason why. And third of all, you got to take care of the basketball. Yankton's really good at forcing turnovers. They got to limit turnovers of their own if they want to stay effective out there on the floor tonight. One thing of note for the lineup, I do see Tegan LaCroix is down there in street clothes, unless he plans on playing in jeans. So no Tegan LaCroix tonight. That shortens the bench a little bit. A team that doesn't use a lot of bench players for Yankton as is. Usually runs about an 8-man rotation, 7 to 8 in totality. So having no Tegan LaCroix, we'll see who steps up off the bench tonight for Yankton in this one. Let's go to your key player of the game now, courtesy of Missouri River Associates. That's going to be Jackson Kudera this evening. The sophomore forward averages 14.2 points per game, 3.6 rebounds, and 1.7 assists. He's athletic. He knows how to find his open looks, and he's very fluid on and off the ball. So with the ball in his hands or moving off screens and away from the play, he's a very fluid athlete. He's a guy to keep an eye on tonight for Yankton. Officials of the game brought to you by the South Dakota Office of the Attorney General. They are the law on the court. Your officials for the boys' game will be James Ricketts, Jeff Hanfler, and Zach Weavick. Starting lineups is your projected starters for both these teams, courtesy of First Chiropractic Centers, making life better one adjustment at a time. Projected starters for the Bucks to start things off. We'll get the official ones here later on. But projected starters, like I said, for the Yankton Bucks. It'll be Beck Reichen, Owen Eisnes, Jackson Kudera, Abe O'Brien, and Austin Conway. They mentioned Tegan LaCroix not suited up tonight, so expect your first guys off the bench, Miles Drotzman and Grady Walder. For the Raiders, their projected starting five is Seth Paul, Lucas Marcus, Andrew Christensen, Henry Hansen, and Andrew Zimmerman. Excuse me, it's Anders Christensen, not Andrew Christensen. Anders Christensen, Andrew Zimmerman, the projected starting five. A couple other guys who play quite a few minutes for Stevens: Jace Gingras, Drayson Paulson, Taden Foster, and Tate Van Beek. See if they rotate the starting lineup tonight for Stevens. The Bucks are coached by Chris Haynes, assisted by Jason Savvy, Brady Hale, and Sawyer Schmitz. The Stevens Raiders are coached by Brandon Yellowrobe. He's assisted by Alexander Keene, Jason Olson, William Crawford, and Bennett Fierro. We're going to go to break here on KYNT and KYN-TV. When we come back, we'll have tip-off brought to you by the Boathouse here from the Summit Activity Center. Back in a couple minutes here on KYNT and KYN-TV for Yankton Bucks basketball.
Are you on track to retire? I'm Adam Walter, a certified financial planner with Vantage Financial, born and raised in Yankton, South Dakota. My team and I pride ourselves on building trust through clear, honest advice tailored to your unique goals. From retirement planning to smart tax strategies, we'll create a personalized plan to help you feel confident and secure about your financial future. Visit vfplanning.com or search Adam Walter Vantage Financial to schedule a 15-minute call today.
Vantage Financial Partners is a registered investment advisor. SEC registration does not constitute an endorsement of Vantage by the SEC, nor does it indicate that Vantage has attained a particular level of skill or ability.
From the first wails of surprise to first day of school questions, playground adventures, learning to drive stress, and graduation cheers, they'll always be your little sunshine. At Avera Children's, we get kids, teens, and parents too. We'll step you through first checkups, milestones, sickness, and specialized care when your child needs it, and treat them like our own every step of the way. Learn more at avera.org/children's.
Tip-off is here and the season's heating up. Whether it's your home, farm, or everyday life, Farmers Union Insurance help you defend against the unexpected and score big on protection. Brendan Hansen and Brandon Tykera at Suite 101B, Morgan Square in Yankton help you rebound from surprises, make every play count, and keep your game strong all season long. Don't let life slam dunk you. Stop by today and stay covered with Farmers Union Insurance.
Have a craving for wings or delicious burgers or Pivo fries? Come sink your teeth into the mouth-watering burgers and wings at Checkers Sports Bar and Grill in Yankton. With a menu that's flavor frenzy, there's something for every fan. Grab your friends, bring your family, and head down to Checkers. Checkers Sports Bar and Grill is Yankton's favorite spot for food, friends, and sports. Open Tuesday through Sunday. Your game days belong at Checkers.
When is the last time you ordered company clothing for your employees? Are they wearing faded clothing or stuff with old logos? JJ Benji's will make you look good in 2026. Whatever you want, polos, t-shirts, quarter zips, hoodies, embroidered or screen printed. Not sure what to get? JJ Benji's team can help you with some great ideas. Say thank you to your employees and make a great impression on your customers with company clothing from JJ Benji's, 201 Pine Street in Yankton.
I'm Colby Cookta, one of your Yankton Edward Jones financial advisors. We're all about financial investments, but we also value the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why I'm a proud sponsor of the Yankton Bucks and Gazelles on KYNT.
Call 605-653-4860 or visit edwardjones.com for all your investment needs.
I'm Colby Cookta, financial advisor Edward Jones Yankton, member SIPC.
At Mount Marty University, students get real support and real opportunities.
Hi, I'm Maya, and I'm a business major at Mount Marty University. The professors here at Mount Marty are just amazing. They're very good about supporting me through future internships and jobs that they try and line me up with, and they also provide real life experiences in the classroom through projects and speakers and things like that.
Start your journey online at mountmarty.edu.
Rodents want to make your home their home. Pesky invaders go in search of warm housing and food for the winter. An invasion of rodents can be costly and can contribute to disease and contamination of products. So trust the experts to keep them out. Olson Pest Technicians is family-owned with over 80 years of experience. Even the toughest infestations don't stand a chance. Olson Pest Technicians, putting pests to rest since 1966. Call 800-KIL-BUGS.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYNTV. Hy-Vee pregame show is over. Your tip-off coming up from the Boathouse in a couple minutes. But it is senior night for the Yankton Bucks, and we would be remiss if we did not honor those seniors who are taking the floor to be honored this evening. 3 seniors, Beck Reichen, Owen Eisnes, and Abe O'Brien. I know Owen Eisnes recently committed to Northwestern in Orange City, Iowa to play football, so congratulations to him. Joining a couple other former Bucks out there in the wide receiver room, I presume. Carson Ness and Connor Slava both just finished their freshman years for football at Northwestern. So a little bit of a Yankton and Northwestern pipeline there. But those 3 year seniors this evening, once again, Beck Reichen, Owen Eisnes, and Abe O'Brien. Looking at the starting lineups for both these teams, we'll start with the visitors and the Rapid City Stevens Raiders. It looks like their projected starters are the starting lineups officially this evening. We'll start at a guard, the senior, 5'11", number 0, Seth Pov. At a guard, the 6'1", junior, number 1, Lucas Marcus. At a guard, the 6'2", junior, number 2, Anders Christensen. At a forward, a 6'2", junior, number 10, Henry Hansen. And at the center position, the 6'6", sophomore, number 20, Andrew Zimmerman, the starting 5 for the Rapid City Stevens Raiders. For the Yankton Bucks, at a guard, the 5'10", senior, number 2, Beck Reichen. At a guard, the 6' senior, number 3, Owen Eisnes. Out of forward, the 6'1", sophomore, number 4, Jackson Kudera. Out of forward, the 6'2", senior, number 5, Abe O'Brien. And at the center position, number 52, the 6'3", junior, Austin Conway. Those starting lineups once again brought to you by First Chiropractic Centers, making life better one adjustment at a time. First quarter of play will be brought to you by the UPS Store and First Dakota National Bank. Zimmerman will handle the jump for Stevens, it looks. Jackson Kudera has handled the jump at times for Yankton. Owen Eisnes near the center circle as well. We'll see who handles it here for the Bucks. It'll be Abe O'Brien stepping into the circle. O'Brien and Zimmerman see who wins the tip. Stevens, blue jerseys, white numbers and letters, white trim. White jerseys for the Bucks with red numbers, letters, and trim. O'Brien wins the tip, corralled by Kudera, and the Bucks will move left to right as you see it and hear it to start things off here on KYNT and KYNTV. Scoop pass goes to Owen Eisnes on the right wing. He feeds it back to Reichen. Pass down low. Double teamed. Kudera puts up the tough shot and immediately draws a foul. Quick move there for Jackson Kudera. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. First personal foul on Zimmerman, team first, is the first shot up and no good for Kudera. Second shot is good for Jackson Kudera. So 1 for 2 of the line there. Yankton takes the first lead of the game, 1-0. Here's Poff with it at the top of the key. Kicks it out, left corner. 3-ball up, no good for Rapid City Stevens. That is Christensen on the miss, but pass stolen away and a bucket in. For Rapid City Stevens. Didn't see who that was, so we'll go back and see a little later on in your Vision Care Associates replay. That was right below me. But a good first basket there for the Stevens Raiders. They take a 2-1 lead. Hop step into the paint. Owen Eisnes gets it to fall. First field goal of the night for the Yankton Bucks. Eisnes puts them back on top 3-2. Here's Pog with it. Pass down low. Zimmerman puts up the shot. Back iron, no good. Rebound by Conway. Conway will distribute to Reichen to start the offense. Beck Reichen crosses the timing line, working into the front court, kicks it right wing. Owen Eisnes. Slight screen from Conway. Doesn't really use it. Tough shot. Rolls around and gets the right English on it. Eisnes up to 4. The lead up to 3. Yankton up to 5 as a team. 5-2 lead over Rapid City Stevens. Here's Zimmerman on the right wing. Takes the pass to Lucas, keeps it himself, starts to drive inside, kicks it out. Christensen in the corner, back down low. Zimmerman covered by Kudera. Zimmerman tries to find a cutting teammate, but stolen away. Outlet goes to Eisnes in transition. The right hand layup, he gets the finish. Owen Eisnes with 6 of Yankton's first 7 points. The Bucks lead 7-2. Zimmerman takes a tough shot. No good. Rebound by Conway. There was some contact there from Owen Eisnes on the jumper. And I believe that's Coach Yellow Robe that's upset with the lack of a call down there. 7-2 your score. Yankton leads Stevens by 5. Here's Kudera driving inside with the right hand. Kicks it out to Conway. He swings it to the right corner. Reichen drives inside, spins in the key. He is fouled. I don't think they're going to get him in the act of shooting, as he was spinning. They're going to get Lucas Marcus on the foul, his first, team's second, as Yankton leads 7-2, just under 5.5 to play here in the first quarter. Beck Reichen to inbound, goes short with it, left corner 3, Eisnes no good. Rebound by Stevens, long outlet pass, goes to Lucas. Puts the shot up, back iron, no good. Rebound Zimmerman, second opportunity, no good as well. Conway fighting for it. Christensen gets it back for Stevens. Left wing 3-ball is up, side iron, no good. Rebound by Eisnes. Couple different opportunities for Stevens in that possession, but they can't capitalize. 7-2 your score, Yankton on top by 5. Reichen's going to go all the way back to the center circle. Near the half-court line, under 5 to play. In quarter number 1, Reichen stood up a bit. That is Lucas Marcus who stood him up. Abe O'Brien, top of the key. Short on time, 5 on the shot clock. He gives it up to Jackson. Kudera lets a 3 fly, and it hits the target. Kudera up to 4, the lead up to 8. 10-2 your score. Yankton on top of Rapid City Stevens. Bounce pass down low. Zimmerman has it poked away, gets it back though. Rolls around, no good on the shot. Rebound by Kudera. He flips it off to Owen Eisnes. Outlet pass. Beck Reichen in transition. Can't get it to fall. Good defense for Anders Christensen. Zimmerman on the rebound. Outlets to Marcus. Goes right wing. Back to Christensen. Three-pointer up, no good. Rebound, Beck Reichen. He goes to Abe O'Brien. Has a man in front of him. Pulls the reins. They're going to say a carry on Abe O'Brien. O'Brien upset with that call, but he'll accept it. 3:53 to go in the first quarter of play. Yankton leads Stevens by 8. 10-2 your score. Anders Christensen, bounce pass stolen away by Owen Eisnes. That's what he does so well. Bounce pass, Reichen, tough shot, gets it to fall, gets the whistle, and one opportunity. Beck Reichen going to the line to complete the three-point play. He puts the Bucks up 10, 12-2. Foul goes against Anders Christensen, his first, team third. 3:49 to go in the first quarter. Here's Beck Reichen. Shot up. Shot is good. Completing the traditional three-point play. 13-2. Yankton on top by 11. Bounce pass. Takes two bounces before getting to Zimmerman on the right wing. Ball knocked away. Goes out of play. You can finally go back and take a look at this play earlier on your Vision Care Associates replay. It was the first bucket of the game for Rapid City Stevens. I was trying to see who scored it. It was down below me, and I didn't see it. It was Anders Christensen, right corner three. Pass was stolen away, and it was Lucas Marcus who had it for Stevens. So that helps that in the score sheet. Here's Zimmerman driving baseline for Rapid City Stevens. Puts up the tough shot, can't get it to fall. It's tipped out, possessed by Stevens. Left wing three ball is up, back iron, no good. And over the back is the call on Henry Hansen. That's the fourth team foul, the first quarter on Rapid City Stevens. 3:19 to go. Kudera to inbound. He'll go to Owen Eidsness. Eidsness picked up full court. He'll go to Kudera as they cross the timing line. Double teamed for a moment, back to Eidsness. Now near the half court line, it's Beck Reichen. 25 on the shot clock, 3:08 on the game clock. Plenty of time to operate. Reichen looks near the top of the key to Miles Drotzman, who recently checked in. Gives it up to Jackson Kudera. And in case you didn't know, he's letting you know it on the court. That's a three-pointer. Kudera increases the lead to 14, 16-2. Yankton on top. Kudera up to 7 points in the first quarter. Whistle's going to blow. A blocking foul is the call. It's going to send him to the line to shoot two for Stevens. Seth Powell goes to the line for two. First trip to the free throw line tonight for Rapid City Stevens. First shot is up and good. Grady Walter is going to check in for Yankton. He'll replace Owen Eidsness. Of course, Tegan LaCroix mentioned one of the key contributors off the bench for Yankton, not suited up tonight. Expect Grady Walter to get a little more minutes in his place. Powell goes 2 for 2, makes it 16-4. 2:43 now counting to go in the first quarter. Here's Jackson Kudera, back to Beck Reichen. He'll cross the timing line near the center circle. Reichen goes between the legs a couple times, trying to size up Anders Christensen. Kicks it right wing, Abe O'Brien. O'Brien drives baseline. He stood up, goes out left wing. Walter fakes the three, drives inside, spins in the short corner, gets it back out to the left corner. Beck Reichen, pass across the lane. O'Brien's open, loses the ball. It hits off the underside of the backboard, goes out of play. On the floor for Yankton right now, it's Beck Reichen, Abe O'Brien, Miles Drotzman, Jackson Kudera, and Grady Walder. Recently checking in was Tate Van Beek for Rapid City Stevens. Powell with the ball now. Christensen, Marcus, and Zimmerman still on the floor. Powell works off a screen, picked up by Beck Reichen. Starts to drive inside. Pass down low. Christensen can't get it to fall, but a foul is called. And they're going to get number 13. That's Grady Walder on the foul. Second team foul, and it was in the act of shooting. So for the second time tonight, Rapid City Stevens going to go to the line for two. Anders Christensen. First shot up and good. Austin Conway and Owen Eidsness to check in. They replace Abe O'Brien and Jackson Kudera. The three remaining on the floor for Yankton will be Drotzman, Reichen, and Walder. No substitutions for Rapid City Stevens. Second shot is up and good for Christensen. He goes 2 for 2, so that's 4 for 4 on the last 4 for Stevens. 16-6 your score. Andrew Zimmerman checking out. In his place is number 24, Will Nebelsick. The junior stands 6'5". Good action for Yankton down on the floor. Drotzman drives the lane, puts up the right-hand scoop, no good. Conway gets the offensive board, and one opportunity for the big man. He is harmed on his way to the rim. Conway on the board for the first time tonight. It's now 4 of the 5 Yankton starters to score in this first quarter. They lead 18-6. Conway, first free throw of the day, no good. Rebound for Miles Drotzman, still in possession for Yankton. Pass goes out top, Grady Walter, back to the left wing. Eidsness into the corner to Drotzman. Back out top, Reichen will reset the offense. 25 on the shot clock, minute 35 on the game clock, and counting. As Eidsness with a step back, fade away in the post, no good. Rebound by Stevens, in transition, shot blocked off the window. Miles Drotzman says no dice. Second opportunity, no good. Third opportunity does fall. Let's see if we can take a look at that block again in your Vision Care Associates replay. Eidsness on the miss on the offensive end for Yankton. In transition, Powell outlets, and Miles Drotzman doesn't pin it off the backboard, but sends it careening off the glass. Yankton back in possession at the other end. It is 18-8. Right wing three, Reichen gets the bounce but can't get it to fall. Almost had the right spin, went off the rim and then the glass, hit the iron again before falling out. 18-8 your score. Here's Powell with it. Powell goes to the top of the key. Shot up, no good. Offensive rebound and a shot blocked again, this time by Austin Conway. Let's see if we can take a look again at that one in your Vision Care Associates replay. High board, up with it, and Conway sends it out of bounds. Couple blocks here for Yankton, not known for blocking shots at the Bucks. Inbound goes to Nebelsick. Shot up, no good for Christensen. Rebound for Kudera. He goes to Beck Reichen. Reichen, bounce pass, back to Drotzman. He'll lay it off to Kudera. Shot clock is off. There's only 12 seconds left in the quarter. Jackson Kudera, double team, triple teamed even. Beck Reichen with it now at the top of the key. 6 seconds, now 5. Reichen, dribble handoff to Drotzman. 4 seconds, 3. Drotzman loses the ball, stolen away. Powell has it. He'll launch a shot, but it's after the buzzer. An impressive first quarter. Stevens comes back a little bit, but Yankton leads by 10 after the first 8 minutes. 18-8 your score here on KYNC and KYN TV. We're back in 1 minute here with your second quarter of play.
If you've been suffering from chronic pain or a recent injury,
Check us out, Lane, Reed, and Cole Sawatsky at SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab.
We offer a wide variety of treatments and techniques, including dry needling, cupping, chiropractic adjustments, and sports rehabilitation.
Our mission is to ensure an individualized and efficient treatment plan to get you back on your feet.
From ankle sprains and sports injuries to neck pain and headaches, we've got your back.
Give us a call or book an appointment on our website. SWAT Chiropractic, specialized wellness and therapy.
Located on Summit Street across from the high school.
FM 102.1 and AM 1450 KYNT Yankton.
Do you struggle with dry contacts? At Vision Care Associates, we have a great option. Infused contact lenses by Bosch & Lomb. Infused lenses are designed to ensure that your eyes stay hydrated and irritation-free, even after a full day of wear. Our doctors specialize in fitting these lenses for maximum comfort and optimal vision. Schedule your consultation and experience the all-day comfort and crisp, clear vision you deserve.
Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
Welcome back for your second quarter of play here on KYNT and KYN TV. Yankton leads Rapid City Stevens 18-8. Here from the Summit Activities Center. Your second quarter courtesy of Yankton Medical Clinic and FNBO. Anders Christensen will be fouled by Owen Eidsness to get things rolling here in the second quarter. 7:52 to play. It's the first personal foul on Eidsness, first team foul of the second quarter. Inbound here for Rapid City Stevens. Fresh face on the floor, that is Bridger Karn. Stevens goes left corner to Powell. Powell, step back from the left wing, picked up by Reichen, kicks it to the right wing. Driving in, now back out to Karn. Karn loses the ball, stolen by Reichen. Has Drotzman with him in transition. Reichen's going to put the brakes on, though. Find Owen Eidsness, who's trailing the play for an open three. No good. Rebound by Drotzman. Pass tipped away for Rapid City Stevens. Austin Conway goes out of bounds to save it. Bounce pass down low. Eidsness, tough shot. No good. Rebound Miles Drotzman. His opportunity finally falls. They don't ask how, they ask how many when it comes to points, but that was an interesting way to get 2 for Yankton. Left corner 3 trying to answer for Powell and Stevens, no good. Ball tipped out almost to the half-court line. Powell back up with it. Starts to drive inside, scoop pass, now back to the top of the key. With the ball now is Van Beek. Van Beek goes to Karn. Karn will launch a 3, covered by Drotzman, wide left, and that ball goes over and back, but they're going to say it was tipped by Yankton, so able to go back and get it. Pass to Anders Christensen. Christensen driving inside, kicks it out, left wing, 3 ball up for Rapid City Stevens, no good. Rebound, Miles Drotzman. He distributes to Beck Reichen. 20-8 your score. Yankton leads by 12 here in the second quarter. Pass down low, make it 14. Owen Eidsness off the window and in. He's up to a game-high 8 points. Timeout on the floor. We'll take it with him from Kaiser Heating and Cooling. Just 30 seconds, but Yankton leads 22-8 here on KYNT and KYN TV. Back in 30 seconds.
At H&H Roofing, we don't just fix roofs, we protect families. We're family-owned, locally operated, and dedicated to keeping our community safe and dry. Every nail, every shingle, every handshake, it all matters to us. From repairs to full roof replacements, we treat every home like it's our own. Because when your home is secure, we feel secure. For honest work and dependable results, trust the local team that cares. Call H&H Roofing in Yankton today. We've got you covered.
6:16 to go in the second quarter of play. Yankton leads Rapid City Stevens 22-8 as we come back to live action. A couple substitutes back on the floor for Stevens. Ball poked away by Beck Reichen off the inbound. It was intended for Powell. Lucas Marcus checking back in recently. Also Henry Hansen on the floor. Andrew Zimmerman, 4 of the 5 starters. The only non-starter on the floor is Tate Van Beek. It's Van Beek with it. Goes to Hansen. Now to Marcus on the right wing. Jab step, tries to cut inside. Spins near the right elbow. Back out to Zimmerman. Zimmerman drives baseline. He's double teamed, almost loses it out of bounds. Cross-court pass, goes left corner. 3 ball is up, no good for Marcus. 22-8, still your score, under 5:50 to play. Reichen tries a jump pass out to the left corner to Abe O'Brien. Gets it knocked away and taken away. Bounce pass down low. Van Beek spinning, gets the layup to fall. Sometimes you got to try spinning. It's a neat trick. 22-10. Stevens cuts the lead to 12. Van Beek on the board for the first time tonight. Owen Eidsness pointing to a spot. He'll work off a screen a bit from Abe O'Brien. Kicks it to Jackson Kudera, who doesn't need a screen to hit a 3. Kudera up to 10. His first points of the second quarter, 25-10. Yankton leads by 15. Trying to drive inside is Powell. He stood up by Beck Reichen. Bounce pass to a cutting Lucas Marcus, but gets knocked away out of play. Last touch by Yankton. Jace Gingras and Anders Christensen both checking in for Stevens. Here's Zimmerman in the left corner, goes to Gingras. Now back to Christensen. Christensen in the right corner, 9 on the shot clock, now 8. Stevens still trying to work. Ivan Hirschman just checked into the game recently. He's battling for the ball in the paint, and a whistle's gonna blow. Jump ball is the call. Great effort there for Ivan Hirschman. Jackson Kudera to inbound here for Yankton. Hirschman tying up that jump ball, got the ball back for the Bucks. Kudera puts the speed on, now puts on the brakes, goes to Drotzman on the left wing. Drotzman to Kudera. He's open for 3, can't get it to fall. He was knocked to the hardwood, but doesn't draw the foul. Hirschman at the top of the key. He'll drive inside. Tough layup. Circus shot, no good. Looping pass goes to Anders Christensen in the left corner. He'll snap the 3, no good. Rebound, Eidsness, outlets, Kudera up with the right hand, gets the finish, 27-10. Yankton leads by 17. Jackson Kudera up to a game-high 12 points. Shot in the painted area for Lucas Marcus. Can't get it to fall. Rebound, Hirschman. He'll distribute to Jackson Kudera. It's Hirschman, Kudera, O'Brien, Drotzman, and Eisnes on the floor for Yankton. Dribble handoff, Kudera going to Eisnes, poked away. Looks like possession will stay with Yankton. Head coach Chris Haynes barking out sideline call for Yankton. Looks like the Stevens girls team is making their exit from the building. I believe they're on the road against Harrisburg tomorrow, if I remember right. Central and Stevens just kind of trading teams. But right corner three, no good for Drotzman. I'll let you know exactly the matchups for tomorrow later on. Losing the ball on the drive there was Gingras. A lot of contact, but no whistle either way. Pass down low, too tall. Ivan Hirschman went up to get it, but in and out of his hands. Hirschman, a 5'8 junior. Does get some playing time throughout the year. 1.3 points, 1 rebound a game. Driving inside is Hansen. Right hand scoop layup, gets it to fall off the window. 27-12, your new score. Cuts the deficit to 15. Kudera with under 3 to play now in the second quarter. Trying to go to work, spins into the paint, kicks it across the paint. Abe O'Brien up and under, gets it to fall. Abe O'Brien on the board for the first time tonight. All 5 starters now on the score sheet for Yankton. 29-12 your score, 17-point lead for the Bucks. Here's Zimmerman, top of the key, loses his footing, slides on the floor. Coach Haynes wants a travel, does not get the call. Zimmerman back with it. Post hook gets that one to go. Makes it 29-14. Andrew Zimmerman on the board for the first time tonight with a left-hand hook shot. Kudera will cross the timing line into the front court. Working about 25 feet out, drives inside, spins into the paint, through the contact, gets the finish. Haynes thinks it should be a 3-point play. 31-14, Hirschman battling for the ball, goes off the dome while his foot was out of bounds. Great effort there for Ivan Hirschman. Beck Reich is going to check in and replace Owen Eisnes. Timeout taken for Rapid City Stevens. We'll take it with them. We're back in 1 minute here on KYNT and KYN-TV. Yankton leads 31-14. Back in 60.
The SureCo exclusive SureLink wireless remote system features the most advanced industrial Bluetooth technology and best-in-class express operation. Operate any SureCo electric product with the SureLink Pro and EZR remotes, or with your smartphone using the SureLink app. To learn more, contact your authorized SureCo distributor or find us at sureco.com. Demand the best. Demand SureCo.
Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first. We offer expertise and experience, where your long-term eye care is our concern. State-of-the-art technology, where we never lose sight of quality. Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
Nearing the 2-minute mark in the second quarter of play as we come back live here on KYNT and KYN-TV. Here's Powell with it for Rapid City Stevens. The Bucks lead the Raiders 31-14 here in the second. Left corner three. Christensen trying to change that. He will. Make it 31-17. The left corner three belonging to Anders Christensen. His first field goal of the night. Had 2 points both at the free throw line in the first quarter. Beck Reichen goes left wing. Jackson Kudera now give it up to Miles Drotzman. Back to Kudera. He'll drive inside. Right hand finish off the window. Jackson Kudera had 7 in the first quarter. Now he's got 7 in the second quarter. Game high 14 for him. Almost lost it there for Van Beek. Pass down low off the window. Gingras can't get it to fall. Rebound Kudera goes to Drotzman. Back to Kudera. Just over a minute 15 to go here in the second quarter. Yankton leads 33-17, a 16-point advantage for the Bucks. Reich could try to add to that. Pass down low, up and under. Abe O'Brien will add to it. O'Brien up to 4, the lead up to 18, 35-17. Christensen in transition takes the 3. That's modern basketball. Pull up 3 in transition. Christensen up to 8, the lead down to 15, 35-20. Under a minute to play here in the second quarter. Here's Beck Reichen with it. Picked up by Van Beek. And timeout's going to be taken, brought to you by Kaiser Heating and Cooling. It's Yankton who wants to talk it over. Chris Haynes wants to talk to his guys. Just 30 seconds. The Bucks lead 35-20 here on KYNT and KYN TV. We're back in 30 seconds.
When you make the right decision, it feels good. Like picking the perfect accent rug or choosing a good night's sleep over an all-night crime show binge. It feels really good to make the right insurance decision too. That's why State Farm agent Rhonda Westland is right here in Yankton to help you select the right protection at the right price. Rhonda will make sure you understand your State Farm coverages so you'll know what to expect if the unexpected happens. With State Farm agent Rhonda Westland, it's easy to make the right choice. Just call her. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYN TV. 35-20 your score. Yankton leads by 15 with 45 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Jackson Kudera will inbound to Owen Isis, and he is fouled immediately. It's the second personal foul on Anders Christensen. First team foul of the quarter for Rapid City Stevens. Kudera, bounce pass on the inbound. Beck Reichen kicks it out right corner. Miles Drotzman. Ball works its way back to the top of the key. Jackson Kudera kicks it out to the left corner. Here's Beck Reichen with the three ball. Side iron, no good. Rebound, Austin Conway. Shot clock is off. Conway's going to muscle up the second opportunity anyway. No good. Rebound by Van Beek. In transition, almost lost the ball. Owen Isis lost his footing as he was going for the steal. Christensen, left wing. Shot clock is off. 20 seconds on the game clock. Step back, three straight away for Powell. No good. Rebound, battled for, secured by Conway. He'll give it up to Beck Reichen. 12 seconds on the game clock. Kudera will cross the timeline. 8 seconds now. He drives inside. Kicks it out to the left corner. Drotzman to the wing. Reichen will take the three. 4 on the game clock. No good. Rattles around. Rebound by Powell. He'll launch the three-quarter court shot. No good. We'll go to the halftime break. 35-20. Yankton on top by 15. As we go to the halftime break, let's bring in head coach Blake Savvy of the Yankton Gazelles here on KYNT and KYN TV, your post-game coach interview for Gazelles basketball. Take a look here after a loss in the end to Rapid City Stevens. And Coach, as we bring you in here, I feel like the first half of play just hasn't been what we've seen as of late from the Yankton Gazelles. What was the talk like in the halftime locker room? Because you guys came out and played very well in that second half.
I just felt like the energy really wasn't there from the tip-off, especially on the defensive end. Just a lot of open shooters, and we just weren't really communicating. And then offensively, they pressured us, and I think it just kind of pressured us into inaction a little bit. I felt like we were kind of paralyzed offensively, and it made for a really tough half on both ends, and we kind of let things compound on themselves. Instead of just kind of wiping the individual possessions, I think we kind of let it build. And in the second half, I think the big difference was really just attacking the pressure and putting some pressure on the rim. And we got to the foul line. We finished at the rim a little bit. And we kind of talked after the game. I felt like, we were winning the second half, but I really didn't think we let ourselves even show that or feel that. It just kind of the energy throughout the night just never really got there, and it's just kind of a bummer.
Looking at that second half of play, you went in, it was 25-9 in the first quarter, 18-7 in the second quarter. You come out in the second half, you hold Rapid City Stevens to 6 points, outscore them 17-6. Eden Wolfgram was your leading scorer tonight with 15 points by my count. Those are the unofficial numbers, obviously. Nora Kraske following with 9. So just talking about that second half more, and both Eden and Nora playing very well. But top to bottom, I feel like this team played very well, especially in that third quarter.
Yeah, we're a team that the defensive end really is where we set the tone. And so if the defensive end, if we're working hard there, it generally is going to carry over into the offensive end. And I think that's really the big difference you see in the first half and the second half is we got up and defended a little bit harder and put the pressure back on them a little bit in the third quarter. And so that allowed our offense to just be in a little better mindset as well, and kind of that aggressive mindset. And so, it was good for us to get there in the second half. It's just kind of unfortunate that we weren't there in the first half, because I really felt like this was a game that was a good opportunity for us to be aggressive, continue to build on what we've been doing, and see what we can do against kind of that next tier of opponents in the state.
I know it's not the final home game for your quad of seniors, but they were honored today for senior night. Just again for everybody at home, Nora Kraske, Sabrina Kraske, Kelson Wells, and Addie Muth. And they all got their moment to play on the court together and come off together. So talk about that senior class and how they've helped you kind of transition into the role as a young coach.
They've been phenomenal. I could not have a better group of seniors, because they have showed up day after day, on the court, off the court, regardless of minutes, playing time, role. They just have continued to show up with positive attitudes. And when you're a new and young head coach, a group of seniors like I have with those four, and we have in our program, I owe them a lot. And we're fighting and clawing for as many more practices and games as we can play with them, and we hope that is as long as we can possibly play in the season, including a state tournament. And so we've got some work to do, but those are the things that we're fighting for, is keeping this group together as long as possible and continuing to enjoy those moments. But we owe them a lot of thanks and a lot of praise for what they've done.
One final question for you. Tomorrow, basically morning, I think 12:30 is the tip-off time. Rapid City Central will be here at the Summit Activity Center. So what are you expecting in that matchup with the Cobblers?
They're a physical team, and they'll run the floor if you let them. And so we've got to be ready to go on the defensive end right away. And we have to be the ones that set the tone with our physicality and pace of play, and not get put back on our heels. And if we can do that and set the tone on that defensive end, we're going to see some good things happen, and we should feel really good about tomorrow. But we've got to make sure that mentally and physically we come in with the right mindset and ready to do that, because it's a quick turnaround. And so there's going to be a temptation to kind of play comfortable. We got to crank it from the beginning.
And I know tomorrow morning, obviously, you're a little busy with how early games get started, so we won't have you on huddling with the herd. But I do want to thank you for all your time coming up and talking to us, and we'll speak to you again tomorrow, hopefully before the game, but if not, after the game.
Yeah, hey, thanks for the coverage. You guys do a great job as always, and we appreciate you.
It's head coach Blake Savvy of the Yankton Gazelles here on KYNT and KYN-TV. We're back with more Gazelles basketball tomorrow morning, 11:45 pregame, 12:30 p.m. tip-off for the Gazelles. Quick little halftime stat update brought to you by Mayor Signs for the Yankton Bucks. It is Jackson Kudera leading the way. He's got 14 points at the halftime break, 10 for Owen Eidsness, 4 for Abe O'Brien, 3 for Beck Reich, and 2 for Miles Drotzman. For the Rapid City Stevens Raiders, their leading scorer right now is 8 from Anders Christensen, and then a lot of guys with 2 points each. Tate Van Beek, Andrew Zimmerman, Henry Hansen, Lucas Marcus, and Seth Powell, all with 2 points each. That's your halftime report and your halftime stat update here on KYNT and KYN-TV. We're going to go to break, come back in 3 minutes, and have your second half of action here from the Summit Activity Center. We're back in 3 minutes. Yankton leads 35-20 at the half.
Have aches and pains taken you out of your game? Then give First Chiropractic Centers a call. We've been helping people get back into their game for over 40 years. Whether your game is sports related, like ice skating, snowmobiling, or simply shoveling snow, household chores, exercising, or daily activities, if your pain is preventing you from enjoying or participating in your chosen activity, we can help. Call First Chiropractic Centers today or visit us at firstchiropracticcenter.com. First Chiropractic Centers, making life better, one adjustment at a time.
The sky is falling, the sky is falling. Hi, this is Larry from Larry's Heating and Cooling. No, the sky isn't falling, but the price of central air conditioners are. Get a new 2-ton Lennox or Carrier Central Air with a new thermostat for only $39.90, or a Lennox gas furnace for as little as $29.95. Or if you want to get both, we'll do the insane and take another $500 off. Installed Lennox or Carrier system for as little as $64.85. Financing available? Call us for a free estimate.
I am John Markwood, and I'm running for District 18 State Representative. I'm currently chair of the Yankton County Commission. I was born and raised in rural South Dakota and have an ag business background. I am a conservative that fights to keep taxes low, supports law enforcement, and I'll look out for the best interests of District 18.
Vote for John Marquardt for District 18 State Representative in the Republican primary. Paid for by friends of John Marquardt.
Yankton fans, every drive, every rebound, and every fast break lights up the gym, and Sparkling Ice is here to keep that game day spirit buzzing. With bold fruit flavors, zero sugar, and a cool burst of refreshment, it's the perfect companion whether you're in the stands or celebrating a big win on the way home. Fuel the roar of the crowd and the rhythm of the court with Sparkling Ice. Grab yours today and cheer on the Bucks and Gazelles all season long. Sparkling Ice, flavor that plays hard.
At Elwood Family Dental Care, they believe patients should understand their treatment, not just receive it. That's why they show you x-rays and photos, explain the why, and keep you informed every step of the way. They treat patients of all ages and especially love caring for kids. Most pediatric treatments are done right in the office, trying to limit trips out of town. So come see Elwood Family Dental Care today, located at 19th and Broadway, where they take care of the entire family.
Ever have one of those days? Your car breaks down, your dog decides your couch is a chew toy, and oh yeah, a tree falls on your roof. Don't worry, Missouri River Associates has you covered. Auto, home, pet mishaps, we're here for all of life's little oops moments. Call 665-6885 for your free quote. Because life happens, and we're ready for it.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYNTV as we get ready for your second half of action. The Bucks lead the Stevens Raiders 35-20 at the halftime break. Not an insurmountable lead for Rapid City Stevens, but they're going to have to come out firing right out of the gate. Yankton looking to keep that pressure going that they were able to display in that first half. The Bucks jumped out to a quick 18-8 lead and really kept it going, 17-12 in the second quarter. They outscored Stevens. Leading scorer right now is Jackson Kuderer with 14 points. Leading scorer for Stevens is Anders Christensen, who's got 8. Rapid City Stevens with possession coming out of the quarter break. We are ready to go here on KYNT and KYNTV. 35-20 your score. Stevens with the ball. They now move left to right as you see it and hear it. The Bucks moving right to left. Here's Anders Christensen. Swings the ball to Hansen on the left wing. Goes top of the key. Powell drives inside. Little Euro step. Can't get the finish. Rebound by Kuderer. He gives it up to Beck Reichen. Reichen will kick it left wing. Austin Conway. Conway back to Abe O'Brien. The starting five is on the floor for both teams. Kuderer down low, first bucket of the second half, and one opportunity. Kuderer up to 16, but starting fives for both teams on the court. That means for Yankton, Beck Reichen, Owen Eisness, Jackson Kuderer, Abe O'Brien, and Austin Conway. For the Raiders of Rapid City Stevens, Seth Powell, Lucas Marcus, Anders Christensen, Henry Hansen, and Andrew Zimmerman. And Kuderer completes the three-point play with the bucket from the line. He's up to 17 now, 38-20. Lead up to 18 as Powell dribbles that one off the side of his foot and loses possession. Just a mistake there for Rapid City Stevens. Inbound for Jackson Kuderer, gives it up to Beck Reichen. Under 7.5 to go now in the third quarter. Austin Conway on the left wing. Goes to Abe O'Brien. Tries to drive inside, spins at the left elbow, kicks it out. Owen Eisness starts his own drive. Back to O'Brien. Now out to the right wing. Three ball is up and good. Jackson Kuderer cannot be stopped tonight. That's 20 for the sophomore. Left wing three, trying to answer. Christensen, no good. Offensive rebound, fought for. Powell now on the right wing. His three-pointer up, no good. Christensen falls to the hardwood to get the rebound. Keeps possession for Stevens. Zimmerman trying to spin on Austin Conway. Good defense from Conway. Rebound by Kuderer. 41-20 your score. Beck Reichen out to the right wing. Now top of the key. Kuderer has been feeling it, and that one hits the bottom of the net. 44-20. Jackson Kudera burying the Raiders under an avalanche in this second half already. Left wing three trying to answer. It was halfway through the cylinder for Lucas Marcus, but could not get it to fall. 44-20, Yankton up 24. Eisnes, left wing, Kudera into the corner. O'Brien drives baseline. Couple up fakes, goes with the up and under, no good. Rebound, Stevens right along the baseline. Somehow the Raiders keep possession and keep it inbounds. Good play there for Stevens. Driving inside is Lucas Marcus. Bounce pass down low. Henry Hansen on the boards. On the board, for the first time in the second half. Makes it 44-22. Reichen in transition. Kicks it left corner to Austin Conway. Scoop pass to Owen Eisnes on the wing. Back to Reichen. Reichen dribbling out near the top of the key. Goes to the left elbow. Abe O'Brien trying to work from the high post. O'Brien spins into the painted area. Out to Eisnes. Now gives to Austin Conway. He throws his weight around to the low block. His shot is blocked by Andrew Zimmerman. Little return to sender there. Conway had a block in the first half. Zimmerman with the first block of the second half. Left wing three for Powell. No good. Rebound by Conway. 44-22 your score. Yankton leads by 22 over Rapid City Stevens. This game was 35-20 at the halftime break. 9-2 so far in the third quarter. And Jackson Cooter, a big reason why, puts up the shot. Hits the backboard. No good. Rebound by Eisnes. And Eisnes almost has it taken away by Powell. Rolling away. Last touch Stevens. Couple substitutions here for Rapid City Stevens. Jace Gingras comes in, as well as Tate Van Beek. Checking out are Seth Powell and Andrew Zimmerman. Yankton leads by 22, 44-22 your score. Beck Reichen to inbound. Inbound goes to Owen Eisnes off his chest, able to get it back. And it must have been poked away. He was able to go back over the half-court line to get it. Eisnes to Reichen. 3 on the shot clock. Reichen to Eisnes. Open, off-center, 3, side iron, no good. Rebound, Jackson Kudera. And he'll take a 3 off of that rebound. Of course it falls. Why wouldn't it for Jackson Kudera? 47-22, steal in transition, foul called. Let's look at that transition play again in your Vision Care Associates replay. It's going to send Owen Eisnes to the line. An errant pass stolen away by Eisnes. Goes in transition, up with the right hand. Can't get the finish, but he is fouled by Gingras. (49-22) your score. Miles Drotzma checks in for Austin Conway. Second shot up, no good for Eisnes. He went 1 for 2. Rebound by Reichen, though. Ivan Hirschman was waiting to check in. Must have been for Eisnes. He's still waiting at the scores table. Reichen dribbling near the left elbow. Now back out to the top of the key. He loses his footing. I would say he was pushed from behind, but doesn't get the call. Pass to Marcus. Doesn't get there. He's able to save it. Back down low. Henry Hansen can't get the first shot to fall. Gets his own rebound. Second opportunity, no good as well for Hansen. Drotzman gets the board. Long outlet pass. Abe O'Brien has Owen Eisnes waiting patiently underneath the basket, and that will fall. 51-22. Yankton leads by 29. Left corner, 3-ball up for Anders Christensen. No good. Rebound, O'Brien for a moment, knocked away. Last touch, Stevens. Ivan Hirschman will check in for Owen Eisnes. And a timeout's going to be taken. Full timeout, we'll take it with him. It's courtesy of Kaiser Heating and Cooling. Yankton leads by 29, 51-22. Back in 1 minute here on KYNT, KYN TV.
Are you looking to buy or sell a home but not sure where to start? I'm Deb Speck with Vision Real Estate, and I'm here to guide you every step of the way. With 20 years of experience and a passion for finding the perfect match, I'll work hard for you, answer all your questions along the way, and make it stress-free. Call me at 605-664-5555, and let's get moving.
If it's time to review the look of the signage of your business, let Mayor Signs help. They offer all types of signs, including exterior and interior signage, fleet wraps, digital signs, and much more. They also do logo creation and vehicle wraps. Their technicians arrive on site, fully equipped to get the installation done with quality workmanship. With the latest tools and technology, Mayor Signs provides high-quality installation service for any sign. Contact Mayor Signs today on 4th and Broadway in Yankton.
Welcome back here on KYNC and KYN-TV. Beck Reichen takes the inbound. 3:23 to go in the third quarter. Yankton has increased their advantage to 29. And a left wing three from Jackson Kudera. Can't make it 30-plus. He has been on another level tonight, has Jackson Kudera. He's got 26 points. Still with 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Henry Hansen blocked from behind by Beck Reichen. Can't get another shot to fall after getting his own offensive rebound. Possession will stay with Rapid City Stevens as it went out of play. Last touch by Reichen. Inbound here goes left wing. Finds his way to Anders Christensen. Christensen will launch a three from the ring. Side iron, no good. Rebound by Kudera. Reichen outlets Hirschman. Back to Reichen. Through the contact. A blocking foul is the call. Christensen and Reichen both went down hard. Christensen holding his left arm kind of awkwardly. He's back to his feet. Reichen helped back to his feet as well. We don't have to call a trainer out for either of them. Christensen kind of limping as well. Reichen landed on top of him. Everybody seems to be okay. Beck Reichen's got it over the line to shoot two. If he makes one of these, it would put 30 points. It would make it a 30-point deficit, which would institute a running clock for the remainder of this game, unless Stevens would break it within 20. Head coach Brandon Yellowrobe of Rapid City Stevens upset with the call. Reichen goes into his traditional off-kilter shooting style at the free throw line. First shot up, no good. Maintains a 29-point difference. .247 to go here in the third quarter of play. Beck Reichen at the line again. Basically lines up sideways while shooting these. Second shot up. Front iron, gets the friendly roll, and that one will fall. 52-22 your score. Beck Reichen, his first points of the second half. That puts Yankton up 30. So once the clock starts, outside of timeouts and free throws, it will run. Injuries as well would stop the clock. It will run the remainder of this game unless Stevens can cut the lead back within 20. Here's Powell with it at the top of the key. Works off a screen from Zimmerman. Drives inside, bounce pass, tried to find the cutter, but all he found was Jackson Kudera. Miles Drotzman back to Kudera. He'll cross across the timing line. 2:22 and counting to go in this third quarter. Kudera picks up his dribble, spins, gets to Ivan Hirschman on the right wing. Hirschman works off a bit of a screen from Abe O'Brien. Back out to O'Brien on the wing. Drives inside, stops in the key, looks for a pass down low, but it's cut off by Van Beek. Van Beek, pass underneath. Gringus can't get it to go. Ball bouncing around. Drotzman does an Imanari roll or something. Jump ball is called. Jiu-jitsu practice broke out for a little bit there unintentionally between Drotzman and Van Beek, just rolling with each other trying to get that ball back. Clock will continue to run. Running clock is in effect. .52-22 is your score. We're at 90 seconds remaining in the third quarter, and the turnover for Ivan Hirschman and the Yankton Bucks. Powell goes to Van Beek, right wing. Gringus now to the right elbow, working from the high post, spinning into the paint is Zimmerman. Has it poked away, but a foul is called. That's the first team foul in the third quarter on Yankton. They lead 52-22 here over Rapid City Stevens. Right corner three off the inbound is good for Lucas Marcus. He's up to 5 points in this one, 52-25, lead down to 27. Kudera has it poked away, picked up by Marcus. The outlets to Powell. Now Zimmerman starts to go inside, right-hand shot no good. Rebound by Jackson Kudera. Kudera, his pass stolen away. Back down low to Powell, up and in off the glass for Seth Powell. 52-27, 25-point lead for Yankton. Shot clock is off, under 20 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Drotzman loses possession, goes to Kudera, kicks it into the left corner. Abe O'Brien, still time to operate. Looping pass, goes back out to Hirschman at the top of the key. Now back to Isis on the left wing. He drives inside, kicks it right wing. Three ball up for Miles. Drotzman, side iron, no good. Rebound for Powell. He'll launch a shot at the buzzer, no good. 52-27 your score as we head to the fourth quarter here on KYNT and KYN TV. The Bucks up 25. We're back in 1 minute with your fourth quarter of play here from the Summit Activity Center. Back in 60 seconds.
Moody Motors in Nyborough had a lot of fresh new trades come in. We have a great selection of used trucks and SUVs, like this beautiful 2024 F-150 Lariat, dark blue with gray leather interior, and it's thousands less than new. Or this 24 F-150 Crew Cab XLT package, priced at only $38,900. A couple of my favorites, a 2020 Lincoln Nautilus all-wheel drive, priced at only $22,900. And a 22 Ford Expedition with only 38,000 miles for just $49,900. Get your best deal right here at Moody Motors in Nyborough.
At Boston Shoes to Boots, we know the importance of good shoes to keep you performing at your best. Whether you're an athlete, a busy parent running to and from your kids' sports practices, or an exercise or comfort enthusiast, come get fitted in the perfect pair of athletic shoes from Brooks, Hoka, or New Balance. Exceptional quality and technology, the right shoe depends on you. So stop in and see us at Boston Shoes to Boots, located in downtown Yankton on Cedar Street.
Just announced here inside the Summit Activity Center. I hope I heard it right over the PA. The Gazelles, as a team, placing 6th in the team competition for state gymnastics. Scoring 137, I believe, .043 as a team, which is a great performance for them. Congrats to the Gazelles, if I have those right. I'll have hopefully the full results tomorrow morning for you on Huddling with the Herd. Back to live action with the fourth quarter of play. 8 minutes on the clock. Running clock is being instituted right now. 25-point advantage. If Stevens gets it back within 20, the running clock will go off. We'll be back to normal basketball timing rules. Pass down low, taken away. Owen Eidsness in transition, bounce pass to a cutting Beck Reichen, goes up and under and gets the smooth finish. Reichen up to 6. Game high right now belongs to Jackson Kudera at 26. Powell drives inside, shot up, no good. Rebound by Eidsness, pushing the tempo in transition. Doesn't really have anybody coming with him. He's fouled by Powell. Jackson Kudera checking out. Abe O'Brien checking in. Beck Reichen at the top of the key, dribbles out to the right wing. Wing-to-wing pass, looks for Owen Eidsness, finds him after bobbling the ball for a moment. 6:47 to go in the fourth quarter. Shot up. Eidsness gets the runner. Owen Eidsness up to 15 points by my count. Second most in the game, only behind his teammate, Jackson Kudera. Right wing three, no good. Rebound, Abe O'Brien. He'll outlet to Beck Reichen. Reichen finds Conway in the high post. Back out to Eidsness on the left wing. Eidsness, Abe O'Brien, tough jumper from the key, gets it to fall. 58-27 your score. Abe O'Brien on the boards again, or on the scoreboard again. Up to 6 points by my count. Whistle's going to blow for a timeout. No, they're going to say he stepped out. Oh, it is the timeout. Okay, good. Timeout taken by Rapid City Stevens. Looks like a full timeout. We'll take it with him. It's courtesy of Kaiser Heating and Cooling. Yankton leads 58-27 here at the Summit Activity Center. We're back in 1 minute.
Hey,
Hey, high school seniors, how would you like a full ride scholarship to one of the 4 technical schools in South Dakota? With Yankton Thrive's Build Your Career program, we partner high school seniors with local companies. Seniors choose a school and the course of study that matches your company. The partner company pays half a scholarship, and the other half is paid by the Build Dakota Scholarship Program. This program is open to seniors in South Dakota, Nebraska, Iowa, and Minnesota. For more on Yankton Thrive's Build Your Career, go to yanktonsd.com.
Car troubles never happen at a convenient time. Whether you find yourself with a flat tire, dead battery, breakdown, or in an accident, call Gary's Towing. They've been helping drivers in the Yankton area for over 50 years with light, medium, and heavy towing. Family owned and operated Gary's Towing is the name you can count on, day or night. Call Gary, Mike, or Mason at 605-665-4351. Gary's Towing, where experience means reliability.
6:04 to play. Yankton leads by 31, 58-27 your score over the Rapid City Stevens Raiders. Here on KYNT and KYNTV, coming out of that timeout, courtesy of Kaiser Heating and Cooling. Be wiser, go with Kaiser. It's Kaiser Heating and Cooling of Yankton. Powell goes to Christensen on the right wing. Now back out top of the key. Driving inside is Hansen. Kicks it out left corner. 3 ball up, no good. Rebound by Hansen. That is Taden Foster, who took that shot. Bouncing ball, going to be up Yankton possession. And Reichen for Reichen on the switch. Jackson Reichen checking in. He replaces Beck Reichen, who gets a bit of an ovation coming off the floor here for the senior on senior night. Ivan Hirschman goes right wing to Abe O'Brien. O'Brien spinning out, goes to Reichen, gives it up to Grady Walder. He'll launch a 3 and get it to fall. Grady Walder is a dangerous shooter. That's his first bucket of the night. See Carson Crawl waiting to check in, as well as Talon Harms. The lone senior left on the floor for Yankton is Abe O'Brien. Owen Eisness and Beck Reichen both off the floor. And I presume with a now 34-point lead and a running clock, that will be the last we see of those seniors tonight. Austin Conway gonna check out. And there's Abe O'Brien getting his check out here on senior night. The 5 on the floor now for Yankton. Grady Walder, Jackson Reichen, Ivan Hirschman, Carson Crawl, and Talon Harms. Yankton working the ball into the front court. Hirschman kicks it out right corner. Walder thought about the 3. Now bounce pass. Reichen gets it out to Harms. Swings it around. Walder finds his way to Hirschman on the left wing. Fakes the jump shot. Goes down low to Reichen. Puts up the tough shot. No good, but he's fouled. Clock will continue to run until the referee is set with the ball out of bounds. But free throws are one of the few things that stop the clock. Here, once the running clock's been instituted, and there it is. The clock stops. Reichen first free throw, back iron, no good. A sly smirk as he shakes his head at himself. Bridger Karn will check back in for Stevens. He replaces Seth Powell. Reichen, second shot up. That one's good. 1 for 2 at the line there for Jackson Reichen. Yankton now leads 62-27. Spinning is Henry Hansen. A whistle's going to blow for an off-ball foul. They're going to get Ivan Hirschman. His first personal foul, first team foul in this fourth quarter for Yankton. Substitution here for Rapid City Stevens. Will Nebelsick will check in. He replaces Andrew Zimmerman. More substitutions coming for Stevens. I see number 12, Jet Vifquain. Vifquain will step in. Inbound goes to Christensen. Anders Christensen on the left wing. He'll drive inside, put up the tough shot, double covered, no good. Rebound, Grady Walder. Walder, I think, listed as the shortest guy on the court right now on the roster, but got that rebound. Jackson Reichen working from the left elbow. Out to Waller. He's open with the right wing three. Probably 25 foot out, but he'll bury it. 65-27. Walter with a pair of three-pointers in this fourth quarter brings his scoring total to 6. 2:47 and counting to go in the fourth. Pass down low. Out of play. They were looking for Karn. Number 23 checking in. Moses Loftus. Inbound from Talon Harms goes to Ivan Hirschman. Works it into the front court, now sets up the offense. 2:20 and counting to go in this fourth quarter of play. Carson Krall with a right wing three. Couldn't get it to fall. The Yankton bench was ready to explode for their teammate. Karn drives inside, puts up the runner, no good. Offensive rebound, though, for Loftus. Back out to Karn, three-pointer, no good. Another offensive rebound for Stevens. Third time's the charm, it is for number 3, Bridger Karn. Makes it 65-24. A 36-point lead for Yankton. Hirschman, top of the key. Jackson Reichen. Minute 40 now to go in the fourth quarter. Here's Grady Walder on the wing. Works off a screen from Carson Krall. Picks it back to Krall. Krall drives inside, has his pocket picked, and he was fouled. No shot. Was not in the act of shooting as he was fouled. Clock will continue to run. They're going to get Bridger Karn on the foul call. His first, team third. Now just over a minute 10 to go in the fourth quarter. Here's Ivan Hirschman with it. Kicks it out to Grady Walder. He'll launch a deep three. No good on that one. He's got a chuckle to himself as he's backpedaling. Didn't hit anything on that three ball, but Yankton in cruise control here as they're going to go on to a dominant victory, it seems, over Rapid City Stevens. Straight away three for the Raiders. No good. That was Jet Vifquang. 17-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Grady Walder driving inside. Puts up the runner, back iron, can't get it to fall. Now just a 3-second difference between shot and game clock, and a whistle's going to blow. A foul called on Carson Krall. That's going to turn the shot clock off. We're under 30 seconds to go. Still a running clock. Yankton leads 65-24 here in the fourth quarter. A huge third quarter for the Bucks. Thanks in large part to Jackson Kudera, who had 12 points in that third quarter alone, bringing his game total to 26. 10 seconds remaining. A left corner three for Rapid City Stevens does fall. That's Tayton Foster on the three ball. 65-32. Grady Walder works into the front court, and the final horn will sound as Yankton. An impressive win here tonight over the Rapid City Stevens Raiders, a team that's ahead of them in the Class AA standings. 65-32, a 33-point victory for the Yankton Bucks as they look to earn a spot in the SODAC 16. Yankton with the win improves to 3-11 on the year. They will play Rapid City Central tomorrow. We'll talk more about it in a little bit. We'll also hear from head coach Chris Haynes in your post-game report, courtesy of Mason Schrum and the Move Group. Are you buying or selling? Move with Mason and the Move Group. But like I said, Yankton Bucks improved to 3-11 on the year. With the loss, the Stevens Raiders fall to 5-11 in their own right. Still got plenty to break down in your post-game report. Once again, courtesy of Mason Schrum and the Move Group. You buying or selling? Move with Mason and the Move Group. Do have an update real quick. Your out-of-town scoreboard from Brookings. The Yankton Bucks on the road against the Brookings Rangers tonight for hockey. And the Bucks lead 3-1, it looks like, after the first period of play. Thank you to Dave Spencer for giving me an update on that one. We are going to go to break here on KYNT and KYN-TV. We'll come back with your post-game report in a couple minutes. Yankton wins 65-32 over the Rapid City Stevens Raiders here at KYNT, KYN-TV.
When disaster strikes, whether it's water damage, mold growth, or fire cleanup, call the team you can trust, Floor Tech Cleaning and Restoration. With 24/7 emergency service, they respond fast to protect your home or business and then restore it the right way with honesty, integrity, and top-notch service. Their crews proudly serve southeast South Dakota and northeast Nebraska, including Yankton, Mitchell, Norfolk, and Sioux Falls, with disaster cleanup or carpet and duct cleaning too. If your home or floor is wet, call Floor Tech. Visit floortechrestoration.com.
Imagine paid vacation, sick leave, holidays, and full medical coverage the moment you started a new job. Plus quarterly profit sharing, 5% 401k match, and a company-paid retirement plan your first day on the job. With Parker of Yankton, you don't have to imagine, because all these benefits begin day one. We are hiring assemblers, material handlers, and line operation techs for both shifts. Don't mind working nights? Enjoy a pay differential of $235. If you're looking to upgrade your career and have day one benefits, apply today at parker.com.
Parker, engineering your success.
Small businesses are the backbone of our community. CoreTrust helps your business thrive with checking, online bill pay, small business loans, credit card processing, local approval and support for government grants and loans, investments to grow your hard-earned assets, and insurance to protect them. All from CoreTrust, the community bank that's right down the street and everywhere you want us to be. Visit CoreTrustBank.com today.
Member FDIC.
Feeling like your energy's taken a time out? Do you suffer from poor sleep, joint pain, irritability, hot flashes, or brain fog? It's time for your comeback. At Glow Aesthetics Med Spa, our Bio-T hormone replacement therapy can help restore energy, balance, and vitality, so you can feel your best anywhere life takes you. It starts with a simple consultation and lab work. Then we customize your treatment to fit you. Don't sit on the sideline of life. Feel your best. Book your consultation today at theglowsd.com. That's theglowsd.com.
Buying a home isn't just about real estate. It's about investing in yourself. At the Move Group, we believe the best time to buy is when it makes sense for you. Our expert agents put people before transactions, meaning we listen first, provide honest guidance, and help you make a confident decision. No pressure, no gimmicks. Markets change, but the right home is about more than just numbers. It's about finding the right fit for your life and your future. When you're ready, we're here to help. Contact the Move Group today.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Don't gamble. Insure with MT and RC Smith Insurance in Yankton, your independent agent for home, business, auto, life, and bonds. Visit mtrcsmithinsurance.com.
At Vision Care Associates, we're always improving our technology for the health of your eyes. With OptiMap dilation-free exams, you get a comprehensive view of your retina without the need for dilation eye drops. It's quick, easy, and best of all, it keeps your day interruption-free. OptiMap captures a detailed image of your eye, helping to detect any problems. No blurriness, no discomfort, just clear, precise results. Book your OptiMap exam now.
Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
Hy-Vee is your Valentine's Day headquarters. You'll find beautiful bouquets starting at just $24.99. The sweetest gifts, like chocolate-covered strawberries. And Hy-Vee makes Valentine's date night easy, with meals you pick up and cook at home starting at just $35. Get everything you need for Valentine's Day all in one place. Order today for pickup or delivery, and make it a happy Valentine's Day with a little help from Hy-Vee. Some restrictions apply.
Welcome back here on KYNC and KYN-TV. Those fans still in attendance here inside the Summit Activities Center being serenaded by Cool and the gang. There's a lot to celebrate for the Yankton Bucks. A 65-32 victory as we go to your post-game report courtesy of the Move Group. Are you buying or selling? Move with Mason and the Move Group. We'll start with your stat recap from Mayor Signs. They offer all types of signs, lit, non-lit, digital, and much more. They're on 4th and Broadway in Yankton. A game-high 26 for Jackson Kudera, followed by 15 for my count by Owen Eisness. 6 each from Grady Walder, Abe O'Brien, and Beck Reichen. 2 points from Miles Drotzman and 1 from Jackson Reichen to round out the Yankton scoring. For the Rapid City Stevens Raiders, I had a team-high 8 points for Anders Christensen, followed by 5 from Lucas Marcus. 4 points each for Seth Powell and Henry Hansen. 3 points from Tayton Foster, and then 2 apiece for Andrew Zimmerman, Tate Van Beek, Will Nebelsick, and Bridger Karn. It's your scoreboard update, your scoring update from SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab. Excuse me, your stat update from Mayor Symes. Sometimes there's quite a few ad reads. I do appreciate all the sponsorships that we have, helping keep the lights on, helping us bring this broadcast to you. But with that stat recap, we can crown your players of the game. I'm going to do the same thing I did for the Gazelles, but we're going to give a special shout-out to Jackson Kudera for his 26 points as well. But what I did for the Gazelles was talk about the seniors, and all 3 seniors for the Yankton Bucks performed well tonight. Owen Eidsness ends up with 15 points to lead the seniors. He was very active in the passing lanes on defense, as he always is. Beck Reichen with 6 points, and a real conductor of the offense. Abel Bryan with 6 points. Really fought well on the boards in this one. Those 3 guys have meant a lot to the program, obviously, as seniors. So they don't play their last home game tonight, but they only got 2 more left. One of them's tomorrow afternoon against Rapid City Central. Their official final home game, I believe, on the 20th. That's next Friday against T-Area. So looking at your those are your players of the game. Offensive player of the game from Hy-Vee. There's a helpful smile on every aisle. Defensive player of the game from Olson's Pest Technicians. But, of course, got to give a shout-out to Jackson Kudera for his 26-point performance. Came out just firing on all cylinders. Had 14 points in the first half and then had 12 in the third quarter alone. Impressive performance for him tonight. We're going to go back to break here on KYNT and KYN-TV. Come back in a couple minutes. Hopefully we'll catch up with head coach Chris Haynes if he's available. If not, we'll keep breaking things down in your post-game report here on KYNT, KYN-TV. Back after this break.
Text scams continue to rise, and victims who have lost money to these scams continues to increase. Consumers cannot rely on a text message to be truthful. If you receive a message regarding a fine for missing jury duty, your utilities being shut off for non-payment, toll road fines, or you've won a sweepstakes, these are scams designed with an urgency and the need to send money now. Do not respond to these texts, and you should contact Consumer Protection at 800-300-1986. That's 800-300-1986 for the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division.
Getting your business noticed starts with the right print. The other day, a customer came into the UPS store Yankton to pick up blueprints we printed for him. While we finished his order, he mentioned needing business cards. At the UPS store, we handle all your printing needs. Stop in and ask about our current print specials. And that customer? We had his new business cards ready the very next business day. Come explore our small business solutions at the UPS store in Yankton.
Is it the competition that keeps bringing you back? The long-standing rivalries? Or is it seeing friends again and cheering on your favorite team? At First Dakota, we're here for it all. We appreciate the fans, the players, the coaches and officials, the concessions crew. The shared community experience is part of what makes life here great, and we're here for it. See you at the game. First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
Clearer vision starts closer to home. Yankton Medical Clinic is excited to welcome the new YMC Eye Care Clinic. Dr. Kindle and Dr. Rockney offer routine eye exams, prescriptions for glasses and contacts, and emergency care for sudden eye injuries. No more long drives to larger cities for advanced eye care. Dr. Trevor Kindle is the only local comprehensive ophthalmologist and cataract surgeon right here in Yankton. Located on the 3rd floor of the Avera Pavilion, call 605-655-1830 to schedule. Yankton Medical Clinic. So much care, so close to home.
FNBO is the great big small bank, and for more than 165 years, we've been with you where you are. A bank that's ready for all your needs, both big and small. Here to help you earn more, save more, so you can do more every step of the way. It's what you can expect from the great big small bank. FNBO, independent and family owned for 6 generations, and ever so focused on you. Stop on by or visit us at fnbo.com, member FDIC.
Are you on track to retire? I'm Adam Walter, a certified financial planner with Vantage Financial, born and raised in Yankton, South Dakota. My team and I pride ourselves on building trust through clear, honest advice tailored to your unique goals. From retirement planning to smart tax strategies, we'll create a personalized plan to help you feel confident and secure about your financial future. Visit vfplanning.com or search Adam Walter Vantage Financial to schedule a 15-minute call today.
Vantage Financial Partners is a registered investment advisor. SEC registration does not constitute an endorsement of Vantage by the SEC, nor does it indicate that Vantage has attained a particular level of skill or ability.
From the first wails of surprise to first day of school questions, playground adventures, learning to drive stress, and graduation cheers, they'll always be your little sunshine. At Avera Children's, we get kids, teens, and parents too. We'll step you through first checkups, milestones, sickness, and specialized care when your child needs it, and treat them like our own every step of the way. Learn more at avera.org/children's.
Tip-off is here and the season's heating up. Whether it's your home, farm, or everyday life, Farmers Union Insurance help you defend against the unexpected and score big on protection. Brendan Hansen and Brandon Tykero at Suite 101B, Morgan Square in Yankton help you rebound from surprises, make every play count, and keep your game strong all season long. Don't let life slam dunk you. Stop by today and stay covered with Farmers Union Insurance.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYN TV. It's time for your post-game coach interview from Rhonda Westland, State Farm Insurance. Let Rhonda review your current home, auto, or life insurance to see if she can help you save some money. That's Rhonda Westland, State Farm. We bring in head coach Chris Haynes of the Yankton Bucks after an impressive victory, 65-32. Defense really shined throughout only one quarter where Rapid City Stevens got into double digits in a single 8-minute stretch. So what are your initial thoughts here coming off the sideline after a big win?
Yeah, I think you're exactly right. I thought our defense set the tone for the night. I thought Beck Reichen guarding their point guard, I mean, he's coming in averaging 17 points a game, and he kind of makes them go when he's hitting shots and getting into the paint and going off ball screens and getting downhill. And Beck just did a great job defensively. And, again, I thought that set the tone. And then the other guys were active and on defensive well, and, again, just didn't really let them get comfortable. I thought that was a big part. And then offensively, I thought we shared the ball well. And obviously then, Jackson Cooter got hot there and made a bunch of shots, which helps. And everything always looks better when the ball goes in the basket, right?
Yeah, exactly. And, 35-20 was the score at the halftime break. You mentioned Jackson Cooter getting hot. I undersold him. You corrected me when you got up here. Thank you for that. 28 tonight for Jackson Cooter. It had a chunk of those points, I believe 14 of them in the third quarter alone then. So he had just a fantastic third quarter of play, really, like you said, set the tone in the second half and put you guys out to that big lead.
Yeah, he did a good job getting open, and his teammates getting him open and getting him the basketball, especially obviously when he hit a couple. And Jack's been shooting the ball well. And, again, he did an awesome job, and his teammates did an awesome job of finding him. And then I thought we did some good things in transition as well. So what we've been talking about is the last few weeks we've been guarding better. We still got to clean up some things on the glass. We gave up too many offensive rebounds. And, Rapid City Stevens, they miss a lot of shots that they're normally going to make. I mean, they miss a lot of bunnies right at the basket. If they make, most of those that they're going to make most of the time, the game stays, within reach, and it's a game the whole way through. But give our guys credit. They kept playing and took advantage of their mistakes at times and their missed shots around the basket. And then, because a lot of times when you miss a layup, it gives the other team an opportunity to get a layup on the other end, and that happened for us a few times as well.
You're very effective at getting layups at the other end off of steals tonight. It feels like something that's kind of been a calling card, especially with playing the passing lanes at the top of the key. Owen Eisnes did it a lot tonight as I see him down on the floor. It was senior night, so we'll flip kind of 2 year seniors, 3 in this year's class, Beck Reichen, Abe O'Brien, and Owen Eisnes. So talk about those 3 guys, all 3 of them in the starting lineup tonight, all 3 of them contributing in different factors of the game.
Absolutely. It's always fun to get a win, and especially on senior night to send those guys off with a W here. And, all 3 of them played great. Like I said, it started with the defense, and all 3 of them defended. Abe's really been playing well here the last few weeks. I don't think it's any coincidence that our team's kind of taken the next step up. As he's played better. So that's been huge for us. And Beck's been solid all year at the point for us. And Owen's done a nice job, like you said, especially defensively. And when Owen gets it going offensively as well, then that just helps our team. So if those guys, we just need their leadership again, and if they can continue to play well and for us on the offensive end too, then obviously then we're just going to be that much of a better team.
You got 6 games remaining now, Coach, if my math is correct. You came into today one spot outside of the SODAC 16, but it was very close between you and Pierre for that 16th spot. What do you got to do tomorrow, right back in action against Rapid City Central, to keep the momentum going?
Yeah, Central's a scary team. They can really score. So, right now they're in a dogfight with Harrisburg. Last we looked, they had a 4-point lead in the third quarter at Harrisburg. And they got guards that can shoot it, and they're super quick and athletic. And then the Duran kid, number 24, he plays the 4 position for him. He really hurt us last year, and he's a versatile player. He's a really good shooter at 6'4". He can post up, and he can go to the basket. He can handle the basketball. So, like I said, they can just flat out score. And they've been playing, they haven't, kind of like us at the beginning of the year and in the middle of the year, that they've been playing very competitive games. They just haven't been able to get over the hump and win. And so, and the other thing is that Rapid City Central's used to these weekends where they're traveling across the state, or they're playing Friday night and then a quick turnaround Saturday afternoon. We don't do it very often. So we're going to have to understand that, and we're going to have to understand that we're going to have to bring the same energy we did tonight tomorrow afternoon if we want to get another win.
Well, Coach, good luck tomorrow against Rapid City Central. Congrats on the win tonight, and thanks for coming up and talking for our postgame.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks, Brayden.
It's head coach Chris Haynes of the Yankton Bucks here on KYNT and KYN TV. We're going to go to break, come back in a couple minutes, and wrap things up here from the Summit Activity Center.
If you've been suffering from chronic pain or a recent injury,
check us out, Lane, Reed, and Cole Sawatsky at SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab.
We offer a wide variety of treatments and techniques, including dry needling, cupping, chiropractic adjustments, and sports rehabilitation.
Our mission is to ensure an individualized and efficient treatment plan to get you back on your feet.
From ankle sprains and sports injuries to neck pain and headaches, we've got your back.
Give us a call or book an appointment on our website. SWAT Chiropractic, specialized wellness and therapy.
Located on Summit Street across from the high school.
FM 1021 and AM 1450, KYNT, Yankton.
Switching is easy. We do it all the time. We switch on the lights. We switch TV channels. Some of us switch partners while square dancing. Well, that's a stretch. But what's not a stretch is how you can switch and save with State Farm. In fact, State Farm agent Rhonda Westland, right here in Yankton, can switch you over so you can start saving today. Rhonda and her team are ready to welcome you to the State Farm neighborhood. With Rhonda Westland, it's easy to switch and save. Just give her a call. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Have aches and pains taken you out of your game? Sports injuries can happen quickly, posing threats to your health and ability to participate in your regular athletic activities. I'm Dr. Mackenzie Erlinson from First Chiropractic Centers. Chiropractic care can provide pain relief from sore and aching muscles and lead to faster recovery after workout by easing the inflammation you experience, like stiffness, pain, or restricted movement. Visit with us about managing your sports injuries. First Chiropractic Centers, making life better, one adjustment at a time.
Turning 65 or new to Medicare? Navigating your options can feel overwhelming, but we're here to help. At Missouri River Associates, we make it easy to find the right plan for your health and budget. From Medicare supplements, Advantage plans, and prescription drug coverage, we'll guide you every step of the way. Plus, our services are completely free. Call Missouri River Associates today, 665-6885. Let us help you find peace of mind and the coverage you deserve.
Buying a home isn't just about real estate. It's about investing in yourself. At the Move Group, we believe the best time to buy is when it makes sense for you. Our expert agents put people before transactions, meaning we listen first, provide honest guidance, and help you make a confident decision. No pressure, no gimmicks. Markets change, but the right home is about more than just numbers. It's about finding the right fit for your life and your future. When you're ready, we're here to help. Contact the Move Group today.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Don't gamble. Insure with MT and RC Smith Insurance in Yankton, your independent agent for home, business, auto, life, and bonds. Visit mtrcsmithinsurance.com.
Does anyone in your family have macular degeneration? At Vision Care Associates, we are dedicated to delivering the highest standard of eye care, utilizing the latest medical advancements to protect and improve your vision. That's why we offer ZX Pro, a new technology that measures the risk for macular degeneration. ZX Pro is a test used to assess macular health before signs of macular degeneration even begin. Be proactive and schedule an appointment.
Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
Big news for Yankton and the surrounding area. Yankton Medical Clinic is proud to announce the addition of YMC Eye Care Clinic. Dr. Trevor Kindle and Dr. Rockney are now seeing patients for routine eye exams, glasses and contact prescriptions, and emergency eye care for unexpected injuries. As Yankton natives, they're committed to caring for the community they call home. Plus, Dr. Kindle is the area's only local comprehensive ophthalmologist and cataract surgeon. Call 605-655-1830. Third floor of the Pavilion, Yankton Medical Clinic. So much care, so close to home.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYN-TV. It's your post-game report courtesy of the Move Group. You buying or selling, move with Mason and the Move Group. A few things to take care of as we wrap things up here from the Summit Activity Center. Starting first, your highlights, your post-game highlights courtesy of At the Bar. You can watch the game anywhere, but real fans gather at the bar in downtown Yankton. This is on your Vision Care Associates replay camera, and we do have a couple highlights to talk about from the Yankton Bucks game. Obviously, a massive win for the Bucks, 65-32 your final score. But a couple big plays here and there for them. A couple plays on the defensive end that I want to highlight as well. Your Vision Care Associates replay, you can see here, it was a missed shot from Owen Eisnes, but this is a pro Bucks highlight as Miles Drotzman smacks it off the backboard for a big block for Yankton. Also in this line of things, it's another block. It's Austin Conway who snatched that one away that time. And here is a steal and a layup in transition. We've seen Owen Eisnes do this all year long. Ends up getting fouled on that one. Does not go in, but I actually, if I remember that back right, I was wondering how 2 points got put on the board. You can see head coach Chris Haynes kind of signaling that he wanted that reviewed late. We'll see if we can pick that up again in your Vision Care Associates replay. I think they reviewed it for goaltending. That's how 2 points got on the board. And they're saying it was on its way down. That now makes sense. 2 points were put on the board, and I couldn't figure out where they came from. That was Owen Eisnes. That was a goaltending was the call on that one. So sometimes these post-game highlights can be informational here on KYNT and KYN-TV. It's your post-game report courtesy of the Move Group. Once again, are you buying or selling, move with Mason and the Move Group. The out-of-town scoreboard from Top Notch Window Cleaners is the last thing we got to take care of here from the Summit Activity Center. We heard head coach Chris Haynes talking about Harrisburg taking on Rapid City Central. We'll start there with your games in AA. Central currently trails by 8 in the fourth quarter, 55-47. Harrisburg on top. Harrisburg, of course, third right now in the class. Yankton defeats Rapid City Stevens 65-32. Sioux Falls Lincoln defeats Brandon Valley 84-49, showing just how dominant they are. A Brandon Valley team that's receiving votes this week in the media polls, and Lincoln with a dominant showing there. Sioux Falls Jefferson defeats Brookings 76-51. T-Area, a 1-point win over Sioux City East 56-55. Harrisburg, like I said, leads Rapid City Central 55-47 in the fourth. O'Gorman leads Sioux Falls Washington 61-47 in the fourth. And Sioux Falls Roosevelt leads Watertown by 1 late in the third quarter. No score update yet from Sturgis Brown against Hot Springs. It's going to do it for our coverage here on KYNT and KYN-TV. Thank you for joining us this evening for Yankton Bucks and Gazelles basketball. We're back right here tomorrow morning, 11:45 a.m. pregame, 12:30 p.m. tip-off. KYNT and KYN-TV. Other programming notes for tomorrow morning. Huddling with the Herd starts at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. I'll be hosting that on KYNT and KYN-TV. And if you're looking for Mount Marty Lancers basketball tomorrow, KYN-TV will have the coverage. It'll also be broadcasting live on Riverfront Sports Station 94.3 FM at 1:15 with Del Tanner. So plenty of KYNT coverage of Yankton's home athletics, whether it's Yankton High School or Mount Marty tomorrow. But if you're looking for the Bucks and Gazelles tomorrow, 11:45 pregame, 12:30 tip-off of the Gazelles, the Bucks to follow. Big thank you to Cash McDonald stepping in with me and running our camera this evening. Thanks to Tel Tanner running the scoreboard. Got those scoreboard issues ironed out at halftime of the girls' game, and it was smooth sailing the rest of the day. And thank you to Ginger Lesher back at the studio. Make sure everything's running properly on KYNT and KYN-TV. Of course, thank you to our sponsors and you, our listener. Without you, this broadcast is not possible. The Gazelles fall in their matchup with Rapid City Stevens, while the Bucks win their game 65-32. These two teams split their doubleheader. We're back tomorrow morning, and until tomorrow morning, stay safe, be good people, and have a great night, everybody. We'll talk at you later.
Thank you for listening to Yankton Athletics on KYNT, a Riverfront sports property and Yankton's home team. Be sure to subscribe to the KYN TV YouTube page and hit the notification bell so you never miss the action. You can also find KYNT on Facebook, X, Instagram, and online. Remember,